Episode 25 on the Keep It a Buck Daily Pod. We got the boys in the building. Hoodie Marco. The guy behind the camera, the voice behind the camera, Drew Era.
Drew Era, we want to know, baby. Let's go.
Runners. Shout out Sector Basketball. You guys better play this episode.
Yes. Shout out to them.
Yeah, guys, coming off Thanksgiving. How was your guys' Thanksgiving?
Immaculate.
Yeah?
Immaculate.
Yes.
Wow.
Damn.
Yes. I hosted. I only had to do a ham. My mom and my dad made everything else. It was fantastic. I love it.
Is this first time hosting?
Nah.
You ain't new to the game? Y'all ain't new to the hosting
No, we
game?
hosted a couple times. And
You made a ham?
Yeah, did a ham. Yep.
Well, what kind? Just like a regular
A
old...
spiral joint with the honey, brown
honey
sugar
glaze
glaze
and all that?
on all of that. You know what I mean? We did
you
that.
put a pineapple and cherry on it?
Of course I did.
Okay,
I didn't do
right.
the cherry. I didn't do the cherry.
Oh,
My wife
hey.
hates cherries, but I did. I
That's
had
cool.
that pineapple.
That's
And
all
we
right.
did a real pineapples too. Because like we had that tool that you could like
Oh, like the spiral them.
spiral
Yeah,
them and
yeah.
all that kind of shit. So we
This
get the real
dude.
pineapples in.
This guy.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
I've never heard him make anything, so this
Hoodie
is kind of...
Emerald over here.
Yeah,
This dude, man.
Oh my goodness, I'm expanding. Oh shit!
I
But it
don't
was
know,
dope.
man. Yeah. We were in Chicago.
How was that?
Like, we went to the Chinatown in Chicago.
It was dope.
It makes me look at Vegas Chinatown like,
Oh, you ain't
damn, we ain't
what
got
you
shit
doing?
here.
What you doing?
Damn, we ain't got...
What you doing?
That Chinatown in Chicago is ridiculous.
Word.
It's huge, too.
Oh, I bet.
Food was great. But we mostly just stayed inside with the fam. It was cool, though.
I like it. I like it.
You do anything, Drew?
Host it, just host a little Friendsgiving, something small, something light. Did sides. We had some one of the homies brought over braised short ribs. Fire. Take the bone out. Shoot. Fall off, boy. Yeah, it was good though. It was fire. And I was out early. Knocked out.
This was the first Thanksgiving I didn't watch any football.
That's crazy.
It was really weird.
You know what?
It was really weird.
I fell asleep to the Green Bay and Dolphins game.
Okay.
But other than that, I didn't. I watched my Raiders on Black Friday.
Word.
But
Word.
I'm the same way. I don't think I watched. I was checking in on the Detroit game just because of fantasy.
Yeah.
That was my only interest in football on Thanksgiving. Other than that, though, I didn't really. I was like, whatever. It didn't.
Yeah.
It was the same way. It's kind of weird.
The Cowboys played, right?
Yeah, they had the Giants.
Yeah, trash ass game.
Oh.
Terrible ass
I think
game.
that's part of it too.
right.
Like the games were
the
terrible.
matchup. Yeah, the matchups. Not
The
interesting.
Dolphins game was ass.
Terrible.
They should just never play in
The
any
first
sort
game.
of cold.
The only thing that was interesting to me about the game was the Detroit game, how it ended, like with Chicago kind of shit in the bed, and then
Fired.
Made it
Eberflus getting fired
Yeah.
the next day, like But other than that, it was like, nah, bro, I'm go- You know what I did? I watched. I tapped in on something else for a second, but it wasn't like, I had no interest in any of the football that went on. Like I said, I was more of a weekend guy.
Sure.
With my football, like just traditional weekend. And then Sunday, I didn't care about except for our matchup, Because Friday, my Raiders, my goofy Raiders on Friday, they got screwed by the refs and the Chiefs in Kansas City. So,
That was rough. That was rough.
Sunday, I was just praying on everybody's downfall in the fantasy league.
Oh no. Yeah, that was rough.
But yeah, November came and went, man. It went really fast. We're in December. The stepchild of the big three holidays. I don't know. November don't get no love, man.
I know, not at all.
People are just shitting. They just wait for Thanksgiving, and that's it.
It's
We
crazy
on to the
though,
next,
how like as soon as the Halloween stuff goes out, they just go, hey, get all the Christmas stuff in.
get
Let's
Christmas
go.
out there.
You walk through
Just
the
the
grocery
disrespect.
store, it's like they change it immediately.
You know what the problem is that they don't have any fun like marketed with the Thanksgiving. It's just work.
There's
like,
no-
you cook, you see what I'm saying? Like
There's no songs.
no songs.
There's there's no movies.
Barely.
Barely any movies.
That is true. When people talk about Thanksgiving, it's like, I gotta cook, I gotta host, I gotta clean. My family gonna come over here and start some shit.
Right.
Who gonna be the one that's gonna
Word.
get it popping off?
Word.
Like it's just it's always something.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving, cool. It should be cool, man. Just get
That's
together
true.
with your people and eat, get fat, go to sleep early. If
gotta-
you partake in whatever you partake in,
Word.
do your thing.
They gotta have some more fun. We gotta like make game nights or something.
Bring back the turkey bowl.
For
Like,
real.
Which is, I must admit, like, it was cool because in Missouri, when I lived in Missouri those years, it was. I think I played in 2.
Yeah,
I played in 2 turkey bowls. One was in the snow.
Oh damn. Okay.
Damn,
But
dog.
You
That's
still
commitment.
out, like you out there though.
Word.
So that was like, it was cool. It was funny. Yeah, you don't get, man, ain't nobody, it's still 70 degrees on Thanksgiving and stuff. Ain't nobody trying to play football in that. I'm cool on that, man. Let me stay in the crib.
But even Black Friday, I feel like Black Friday it was a thing like years ago, you know? I feel like it was a big thing. Now it's just kind of, online takes over. Online
Amazon.
it takes away the rush to get to a store where it's like crowded. Remember those days where people were dying?
The videos and stuff that you would watch of people fighting over.
Rushing the doors.
TVs and the
Tug
hot
of war,
toys
tug
and
of
all
war
that.
with a rug or some shit, or like, bro, what?
Shit's
Target
wild.
having to bring in armed security and all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
bro.
Like,
I remember doing when we were in high school, we went to Target a couple times, a couple years like for Black Friday and shit. That didn't even have money to buy anything too.
you just went to see
Like
the
we
show.
went for the vibe. We were
went to
just
see the
chilling
show.
in the line and shit. You know what I mean? Go
See
get
the sales.
pizzas, see the sale. Oh damn, that is a good deal.
We
Holy
were still
shit.
broke.
I
We were still broke to buy that stuff.
Is there any deals on candy?
yeah, straight up. That's the worst when you look at it and you just like, I still ain't got it. So I don't even know what I'm doing to myself right
Must be
now.
nice. Yeah, like that would be cool. Yeah,
I did Black Friday one year. It was the year that the PS4 came out. So I was like 2015, 11, 12. It was a minute ago. I know that. And I remember, and it was when you had to go to the store to actually get it, right? And I go to a Walmart, get in there, and I was like almost let down because it was just so chill. It was like they had it all organized, and it's like, all right, you're going to get in line here. Are you here for the Sony? I was like, yeah, man, I'm here. All right, get in line right here. You're going to stand over to this side, and we'll get you. And I'm just like, man, I ain't got to fight nobody or nothing. I ain't got to, like, kick no kids in the stomach and, like, shank a nigga and nothing. They're like, no, you're good. And I was just like, oh, so, like, it was great because obviously, got my PS4, got to go home, play immediately. But also I was, like, let down that I didn't have to give more effort for it.
It almost takes away the effort to just getting there when there's no fight or
Like,
anything.
It's like I should have just stayed home and ordered online. I could have just done
That was
this
the case
easy
for me,
way.
yeah. I like seeing a show, 2 middle-aged women just going at it for a doll. Like that shit is fire. You know what I
2
mean?
dads about to go throw hands in the middle of an aisle or
trying to-
something over a gift for their wife. Like, hey, man,
It's like I need
gotta
this new
chill out,
fridge,
bro.
I need this new fridge, bro. Nah, fuck that. That's my fridge. You know what I mean?
Hey, when you get older, appliances are just
Hell yeah. That's top
Man,
tier, bro. You
look.
gotta get.
I remember watching like game shows and like the prize would be appliances, and as a little kid, we're like, "What the fuck? Why
What do I want a mixer for,
Why you
bro?
want that?" And now we're like, "Damn,
right.
good for you."
It's like,
I can make
man.
all kinds of bread with this shit.
Babe. He got the knife set. He just won the knife set. Oh,
You
man.
see that air fryer that they just got? It's an air fryer, microwave, and a little
shit.
oven in one.
It's crazy.
It's a 3-in-1, babe. Golly.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
Hey, that's what you got to do, too. You got to act like you don't want to. No, I'm going to get that for you.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm definitely. I see you got your eye on that. Like, no, I want that shit.
Damn, bro.
All right, before we get into the next thing,
Word.
I want to ask you guys, what is something you are not eating at Thanksgiving dinner?
What am I not eating?
Me, cranberry sauce is absolute trash.
Come on, bro.
Co-sign it.
Oh my god.
That was going to be mine. But
Why?
I got another. But co-sign
What am I eating that with?
Preach to
Bro,
him. Talk to him.
All right. Cause
He
y'all-
got a cranberry beanie on. That's why he mad. Talk
I wore
to
it
him.
for this.
Talk to him about
I wore it for
cranberries,
this.
dog.
Why?
Let him know about
Why?
the sauce.
Well, first off, you gotta call me Mr. Cranberry from now on.
Oh.
Secondly, bro, that shit is so good, bro. You put it on your turkey, dog.
No,
Throw it on the turkey. You spread it out on the turkey.
It just
First
And
of
it's
all,
good as hell.
turkey don't taste like nothing. Turkey is bland as hell. It's dry as hell.
You gotta make it right.
So I'm just eating meat flavored cranberry.
Hell
it just
yeah.
fucking sounds terrible.
That shit's so good. That's
Cranberry.
fire.
I'll
too.
drink cranberry juice. But I don't want I don't want cranberry. And if it's out the can.
That log, that log.
It's a jelly.
It just
no.
It's so good, bro. I love it.
Oh my, yeah,
terrible.
Bro. Damn that.
Oh my god, that's wild as hell.
All right,
what you ain't eating then?
What I'm not eating is for sure is sweet potatoes, yams.
You're nuts.
Wow, really?
You're out of your mind.
Disgusting.
You'll eat cranberries, but you won't eat
1000%.
sweet potatoes.
Yes.
Even if they with the brown sugar and the syrup.
What
if I throw marshmallows on there for you to melt it?
I can't. I don't even really. I mean, this is a different thing. I don't really fuck with marshmallows like that.
Okay, then I don't need them. We good. Yo,
wow.
Next, I'm gonna make my sweet potato cornbread muffins. Next time I come through here, I'm gonna throw you one, and you're gonna be like, I was wrong.
Respectfully, please get that out of my face.
Guys, on Spotify, you guys can drop down comments on the podcast, but let me know what you guys think about yams, because I've never heard anyone talk about yams like that.
No,
or like sweet potatoes.
Bro, I used to be force-fed that shit when I was little, and that shit was disgusting, and I hated it. And it's on the list for me. The yams is on there's a list.
Okay. So you won't eat if somebody holler at you and like, hey man, you trying to try this pumpkin pie? You're gonna be like, no, I'm cool.
No, I'm cool with pumpkin pie.
It's the same
on a very,
bro.
very low key, like I gotta get a sliver, like boom, boom, boom.
Tomato, my guy.
Well, I don't like tomatoes.
It's not. It is not that different, man.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do the yams. And right. I got to throw in this too, because my mom, I swear my mom hasn't made this in a long time. But this year she made it, and it was only for her and my brother. Chicken liver. Disgusting. Keep that away from all of my meats. Pause. Keep it away from all my food, because the smell of it just... No, thank you. Get it out of here. I can't do liver.
That's an acquired taste.
Yeah, that's all my mom too. I don't even know where she got that shit from. Respectfully, you know what I mean? I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom. I love you. I don't know where she got that shit
Mama, we love you, but that is
just fried up livers.
She blew my mind with that. I mean,
she must have got off the white people TikTok Thanksgiving.
Because hey, when I do go to churches, I will get fried gizzards.
Okay.
So I mean,
it's acquired.
But I get it with white country gravy and stuff, you know, dip and all that.
Hey, shout out churches, man.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Underrated, man. Popeyes gets all the love.
Hell yeah, shout out churches, man.
I do like churches, man.
The biscuits.
A church's bitches. That shit's good. Dog. Biscuit, not bitches. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say bitches. I said church's bitches. Church's bitches is real good. No, biscuits.
Hallelujah.
Forgive me. I'm sorry. So what's on your list, bro?
What is Drew passing on?
First of all, I co-sign cranberries all the way. I have one that I don't like. For the same reason as you, I was forced to eat it as a child. If anybody makes Brussels sprouts at Thanksgiving or anywhere, pass me on that. Not gonna do it. I've been told by a million people a million different ways of doing Brussels sprouts. And guess what? I got a million different no's to tell you. I don't want to eat your damn Brussels sprouts ever. Y'all know who you are.
Damn, that's good. That's kind of crazy.
And also, I have another one, and it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I ate so effing much of it. You know, because you got to eat what your spouse makes. You know, that's part of the game. I can't stand green bean casserole anymore.
Yes.
Something about the word casseroles, it makes me want to no, I'm good. No, I don't know.
Again, it's not that it's bad or anything. It's just that it was so forced, and it's like, bruh, it ain't nothing but some damn green beans, cream of mushroom with some crispy onions on top.
Right, it's real simple. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, it's not special. It's runny. It don't mix good with anything. You just got to eat a Dolo. The beauty of Thanksgiving for me is that Thanksgiving is like one of the. I'm a weirdo, right? I eat everything separately. I don't mix stuff up.
Okay.
When I get if I get McDonald's, bro, I'm eating all them fries first before I touch anything else. Okay,
sure.
And then I'll eat my whole burger, and then I'll eat whatever. I separate everything, right? Thanksgiving. Y'all get mashed up in here. It's like a school dance, bro. We in here. Except for you, green bean casserole, because you don't kick it with nobody. You're a loner. Like nothing goes good with it.
Yeah.
Can't put it on. I don't want to know no meat. Pause.
Yeah.
I damn sure ain't mixing it with no cranberries. I ain't mixing it with no, like, it's just a weird, bland, just whatever ass dish that just doesn't. It's, again, cranberries, green bean casserole, Brussels sprouts.
I fuck with Brussels sprouts though.
I get it. I know a lot of people who do, man.
I didn't fuck with them for a long time, but I got introduced to a way.
See,
that was
everybody got away.
All right.
You got to do it with bacon. Like, all right, man, cool.
Okay,
I tried it with bacon. Sure. Nope. Bacon's supposed to make everything good.
Right. Wrapped it in all the bacon and everything.
On, man.
Like, nah. Dipped
you
it in barbecue
deep fry them
sauce.
joints. Like I
no.
do not care. Keep your damn Brussels sprouts.
Oh man.
So something good about the end of November, we get our rap list. Spotify rap, Apple Music rap.
Yes.
We get told what we listen to the most, our artists that we listen to the most, and a lot of us are surprised. And I was certainly surprised by mine.
Surprised?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh,
Interesting. Okay.
So should we just go name ours?
get into it.
Yeah, how you want
let's
to
go
do? You
on
want to do top
into
5?
it.
You want to do artists?
Let's do artists first, and then we'll do songs.
Okay, let me pull it up. Word.
A real basic ass list for me, like, so Kendrick obviously number one for me.
Word.
Ever since May to now, it's been
That's
nothing
a lot
but
of replay.
it's been nothing but Kendrick for me.
Run up the
You
numbers.
got a lot of replay
Number
value
2 is
there.
MGK.
Not a surprise.
No.
Chell's dropping singles this year. Don't Let Me Go, great song. Number 3 is Future. Again,
Beautiful.
Man.
I love that for you.
Yup.
it's just.
I love that for you.
And then number 4, we got Mr. OV Ho himself. Drake snuck up on my list.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what though? It's funny because on socials you're seeing like he's popping up on everybody's. Because of course he is.
Sneaky motherfucker.
Hey man.
Anyways,
69 God, man.
I'm very, very sneaky, sir.
so I don't know how they do this, but
You underestimate the sneakiness.
do like if you play this person on it, he's like a featured artist on a song, does that count as like?
That's a good question.
Because I mean Drake is on fucking everything, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then number 5 is The Game. I didn't know I listened to The Game that much.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
God damn, he's number 5.
I would have thought that was 2010 Aries for sure, but 2024 Aries, I ain't heard you play the game in a minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say I ain't heard the game one time this year.
I
when
think
got through here.
I'm the only person that has The Game on their Spotify rap list. Maybe.
Yeah.
Ain't no one look like that guy no more. Poor JCon. Damn.
Jason Taylor.
Nah, he did that shit to himself though.
Yeah. What's your number 5, Hoodie?
My number 5 is Future. I listened to both of those albums that came out.
Same,
and then
same,
the third
same.
joint, like a lot, obviously. You know what I mean? Number 4 was Ty Dolla $ign. I go back to Dollar Sign like a lot because Beach House 3 is my shit.
I know. I know you like
I
that.
love that album so much, bro. So much. 3, no surprise. Kanye West. It is what it is. It's in heavy rotation at all times. Number 2 is Kendrick. That's the first time he's ever cracked my top like 15.
We know why. No need to explain.
But I'm not gonna go into it too much. But before the beef, like the end of last year, going into the beef, I was listening to Mr. Morale like a lot, bro, and like it hit me, bro. Like I finally like got it. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't hating on it when it first came out or nothing. I just took my time to get to it, and then when I got to it. It resonated, bro. That's my shit. So
Love it.
I listened to a lot of Mr. Morale.
Nice.
And that ended up being on the top albums for the
Nice.
year was that album because I listened to it so much. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And then number 1, because I did a deep dive this year, I was very curious and I found myself falling in love with him. Oasis. Your face. Okay. Oasis.
Like the band Oasis,
The band Oasis, Wonderwall,
Champagne Supernova,
Those
Oasis.
niggas. Yes,
Wait,
the British niggas.
The ones that just came back and are on tour.
Yes.
What led to this?
What on earth?
So
That
let
is
me-
mind blowing.
What
Yes.
led to this?
You talk about him in the game. You went back to like 1994.
Yes, this is true.
That's my era.
I know this is way before.
What the? Please.
So
yes.
who asked this question or like got you thinking about Oasis? Like, damn, I should check this out.
That's
Goddamn.
crazy.
So earlier in the year, what happened was Wonderwall had popped up, right?
Great
Good
song. Great, amazing song.
Amazing
All-timer. Yeah.
But I never heard anything else from them, right? And then it was fucking TikTok, bro. Like, I swear to God, they listen to me. Because I think I said...
They're listening right now.
They're listening right now.
It's going to be on my shit.
Word.
Log on next time.
Because they were like... I had said it to somebody, and then after that, they had like these videos about the two brothers' beef. Mm-hmm. And then the
Liam
beef...
and Noah, yeah.
The beef got me in, because I was like, yo, I love beef.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Right. Like, I love the story and all this kind of shit. That makes sense then, yeah. So I was watching these TikToks about all this beef, about how they've been going back and forth. They didn't talk for 15 years.
Yeah, a long time.
Two
and
brothers.
They were top of the
crazy.
Coachella offers them every year
to reunite
at Coachella. Like, they
Millions.
throw them astronomical numbers, and they're
and
they hated each other so much. Right. They're like, nope, we're good.
Nah, we straight.
Don't even.
We good. Like, we don't.
The one Liam,
the
one who's like the main singer one.
Yeah.
Like, notorious asshole.
Yeah.
Like,
bro.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Noel is an asshole, but like in a smart ass.
Dickhead.
Like,
way.
dickhead, yes.
Yeah, he a
dickhead kind of way. But he's still an ass. He's just
but
smarter and funnier.
Liam's the one that would, like, fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like, if you ask Noel, then he'll be an asshole. You see what I'm saying? But Liam is the one be like, oh, okay, that's your button. I'm pressing that motherfucker.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? He's that
crazy person.
But the beef led me to, I don't know no song other than Wonderwall. But the people that were talking about him, they were saying like, yo, this is one of the best bands ever. I don't know. I'm trying to check it out. So I went ahead. I went album by album. I've listened to all but just one, their most recent in like 2009 or something. I went through all the albums and I really gave it a chance. I listened to every song, and I'm a fan. I found like mad songs now that I fucking love, and it just became a thing for me. And like Erin knows too, because she was like, "Damn, another Oasis song. You found another one." Every week I had a new joint where I'm like, "God damn, this shit's hard."
Watch me put this on right now. I'm trying to put this on right now in the car.
He's like,
so I don't know. What is this?
Oh, what is this? I put it on shuffle. I swear. But yeah, now it got me hooked, bro. Like, I listened to them more than anybody else. Like, I don't know what it was. They just got me hooked.
You better spend your retirement to go see them while they're on tour, because it may never happen again, bro.
Yeah, bro. If they even make it.
It's already been some hiccups overseas on the tour to start off, so.
It's going to be nuts. But
you better
bro.
Just park across the street of SoFi. You can hear it. Park over at the Kia Forum. You can still hear it, I promise.
Word. I'm going to do that.
You'll be fine.
I could see Oasis fan base being like the Star Trek fan base, like fucking heavy, just
it's
nerds out here.
It's a cult following for sure.
I bet,
because like the Americans, from what I've learned, like Americans didn't really rock with them like that. This is all UK. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like
they
Europe,
are huge. I'm surprised you haven't seen. How many times have you come across the Jay-Z video?
Oh, so many times. So
Glastonbury.
I came across that before.
I was gonna say you didn't know the context.
I didn't know the context.
So now you understand the context better. It hits harder.
He put it in the verse.
It hits harder now because he even said there was like he was like a rapper shouldn't be headlining Glastonbury. Which is a festival over in Scotland, I believe.
Yeah, and it's like one of the biggest, but it's like specifically for
traditionally
like rock.
It's more rock heavy.
You know what I'm saying? Like guitar, they want rock. It's a rock festival. And then 2009, I think, or 2008, they were like, yo, let's get Jigga to headline the shit. And mad people were like, yo, what the fuck? Like, this nigga don't do guitar music and all this kind of shit. And he went out and said, one of the Oasis niggas, he was like, yo, like, the fuck? Like, Jay-Z, he shouldn't do this. But then Jay-Z went out there, and then he killed that shit. Because he went out there.
He did Wonderwall.
And he trolled them with playing Wonderwall. He had a guitar around his neck. And he played Wonderwall and sang it,
and the crowd was singing every word with him.
Crazy, it was dope. It was dope.
Wow,
just nice little troll.
I gotta go check out that video.
It's a dope video.
It's pretty dope. And this is Blueprint
This is 2008.
Yeah,
it was a 2008.
So it's like
festival.
DOA, that era. You know what I mean?
Bro, that shit takes me back to PE in high school.
See you jocking
like,
Jay-Z,
la,
jocking
la,
Jay-Z.
I remember certain kids, put me on Jockin' Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Bijan.
Oh shit! Fuck him. I'm sorry.
Hey, Bijan, if you're out it's
Thanks
crazy.
for the listen.
Yeah, it's crazy that took me back to PE in high school.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways.
But yeah, that was my 5. That
Nice.
was my 5. I went through a deep dive and I found something new.
That definitely
Hell
went
yeah.
somewhere I did not think it was gonna go. Wow, I love that.
What you got, Drew?
So I'm the lone Apple Music person here.
Oh, I'm on Apple too. I don't rock with Spotties.
This is my
okay.
first year on Spotify.
Okay.
It's terrible.
And I did
huh?
it just to get worthy Spotify account as well. We do the join thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
From
Like,
what
bro,
I've heard,
I'll pay for it, all right?
Word.
You just,
yeah,
I
from
got
what I've
you.
heard, Spotify is a lot better when you pay for it.
Mm.
My thing is, I only downloaded Spotify to listen to a certain podcast, and I can listen to it for free. So
Yep.
I don't bother paying for it.
I do miss Apple Music, though. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I love
I miss it
Apple
over
Music.
there.
Come back.
Please do. So so like the way Apple does, they do it different. They don't give you your top artists. They give you top artists for the month. Overwhelming. My number one artist of the year was Kanye. Wasn't even close. He was the number one artist listened to January, February, March, April, and this month. Or
Hell
November.
yeah.
It was a Kanye heavy year, which is also evidenced by my top song of the year, played the most of the year. His best song ever, man. Flashing Lights.
Ooh, love that song.
Number one song of the year for me. However, my Oasis moment of my rap was the number one album I played this year, which was a single from early in the year.
Okay.
February 21st, this young lady dropped a single that had me in an absolute headlock, obviously, because I couldn't stop listening to it. Flo Milli, Never Lose Me.
Oh, bro, nice.
That's
I
not
love that
nice.
Bro,
Him, I look like
Bro.
a 17-year-old girl.
bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that, dog.
I have the top album of an IG model.
Hell yeah, you sassy as hell. Nice.
Sassy, bro.
Bro, I love that song.
Bro, the beat just had me
It's
like,
hard. It's hard.
but when it came up on my thing, I almost dropped my phone. I was like, what the fuck
Like,
is
oh my
wrong
God.
with me, dude? Like, what?
Oh, man.
And then it gives you your number one genre, which obviously was hip hop. I'm going to break down the math. I'll get the number momentarily. But I thought it was crazy. I listened to almost 61,000 minutes of music this year.
It's a lot.
That's a lot
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I got 41,000.
of fucking music. Yeah,
I don't think I had as much. I had like 28. I was doing podcasts a lot, listening to podcasts.
that's the thing. Like, yeah, my
Yeah.
podcast numbers are probably nuts because I'm listening to 4 hours a day.
Tell me if this exists, but wouldn't it be dope if YouTube did that? Where they had like
Man, my shit would be all over. My shit
see
would
what
be
I'm saying?
so. I wouldn't want people to see it.
oh shit.
I wouldn't want people to know what I'm searching on YouTube, man.
Oh,
I
no.
searched some good. Speaking of which, this is safe space because we're talking about raps and stuff, right? Recently, and this could segue into the next topic, honestly. Recently, I've been listening to Aubrey again, man.
Me too.
Nice.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But that could be all from the, but that could be from earlier this year and the beef and stuff. But like, I'm
Right.
talking like last week, and I hadn't listened to him, bro.
Word.
I would skip his songs. It just,
Damn.
Drew's been heavy
Bro.
on the no Aubrey since
I couldn't do
Not Like
it.
Us, Baby,
Word.
or
it
since the
just,
beef.
it didn't sound the same.
But it took some time, like you feel.
I had to just work through it, and then I was at work, and Hotline Bling came on, and I just caught myself doing that out of nowhere. I'm randomly at the bar, just throwing it out, and I'm singing it. And I was like,
that video was crazy when it came
Yeah, it
out.
was.
God damn.
and then I went home, and I'm listening, and cameras.
Oh.
Cameras is one of my ones. Cameras, good ones go. That whole
I love it.
So then I started going down like, and I just typed Drake in and hit shuffle, and then I just rearranged the songs because I'm going through and like my favorite Drake song, my favorite Drake verse is Lord Knows off of Take Care. You can't listen to it again.
Oof.
Doesn't hit the same.
Really?
It's all lies. All lies. That's what I mean. Like those songs, I can't listen to those anymore. Where he's talking tough, because I know it's like, bro, no, bro, you're not. All of this that you're saying, that's not you.
Word.
That is not you. The love songs though, the sing-songy, the songs about the women and stuff, like it's still a little weird with some of them, because the pedophiles, they're PDA file. I meant to say PDF file. I didn't mean to say that. He a fan type stuff, but like this bro, if Find Your Love comes on, you're gonna be hey, 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 and you're gonna look, see, like it's that goes to show like the strength of him. Like it's always gonna be there.
It is.
I just had to take a break from it, and I can never go back to the tough guy stuff.
Word.
Especially after this. Word. What's going on now with him?
Well, how do you feel about anything lyrical that wouldn't necessarily be the tough guy stuff? Or how do you feel about that?
But like, okay, so like, all right.
Because you got that is a pocket that he has too.
Yeah, but like where? That's what I mean.
The first thing that comes to mind is like Too Much. Like nothing was the same. Like maybe not a worse behavior, but
best I ever had.
You see what I'm saying? Maybe even Pound Cake.
That's what I mean. Like so like Pound Cake maybe. I listened to Lemon Pepper Freestyle because I love that beat, and I was like, there's some stuff, but I was still like, and just me and Ross too. Anything with him and Ross together. Yeah. But like even like bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. That's still gonna hit.
Free Spirit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's still there. You know what I mean? Like it's still gonna be cool. You ain't got to be tough for that. The What a Time to Be Alive stuff. The Future stuff. Like I could still rock with that. That's still cool. But like him is like a threat and like a back to back. I'm not gonna listen to back to back again. Where was that energy this time around, my guy? Where was that at? Miss me with Family Matters, dude. I don't want to hear that.
So that's why Drake is on my top artists, because I do listen to Take Care a lot. Like The Ride is my most listened to and my favorite song from Drake.
Yeah, The Ride is amazing. It's still a whole song.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts. It's nuts.
That's what I mean. Like it's always he's always gonna be there. It's just now it's like a matter of. Well, which I honestly, aside from the whole UMG thing, like career-wise musically, we documented it. The first couple moves he made outside of the beef were goofy as shit.
Yeah, missteps.
The Delilah and the Sexy Red song.
That shit's real.
Was it Dua Lipa that he jumped on like her album with a couple one of those type of girls? Who was it?
The girl from Fifth Harmony. The girl from Fifth Harmony. Camila.
Oh, Camila Cabello.
There you go.
Trash ass.
They're all the same to me.
Trash ass features.
But that's what I mean. Like I was, you jumped out too quick. I'm glad that it's been quiet. Quiet for a while, bro. Do whatever legally. Figure it out. Come back. Give us something. Really? Give us that old feel back. Stop going on podcasts. Stop saying custard and all that. Did you see that he did that goofy shit?
He typed that shit in the chat.
Just come on, man. Grow up.
Yeah, I mean, and we talked about it kind of when he was on that live stream with that. I don't know who that streamer is.
The random white dude.
Yeah,
but his whole energy and his whole aura on that was just he felt, I don't know. Looked uncomfortable to me.
Like a ghost. Yeah. He just it was really
like a kid that got in trouble. Like a preteen that got in trouble and they don't want to you see what I'm saying? They don't want to just take the L. You know what I mean?
He came off to me like a try hard. Like a very sensitive like the whole we don't play that around here.
Right.
Like what was it though? He played a Weekend song or something like that. One of those, and he was like, "No, we only play real things over." It's like,
shut up, nigga.
Shut up, bro. Just like be quiet. And then the custard and like all that, like it seems like he's unsuccessfully trying to lean into it and like overly be like, no, I'm cool with it. I'm okay. It's not hurting me. I'm fine.
Right.
The what is the fragile op and the like, man, all these like, bro, just shut up, man. Just shut up and go away for a minute and stay off of social media.
It's hard.
Go have meetings with your lawyers.
Right.
Go.
So yeah, let's get into that then. For people who don't know, Drake is suing UMG and Spotify for boosting streaming numbers for Not Like Us and some diss songs. Going that route with it now, I mean, can't really stop. Oh,
I mean, it's suing because of money.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's up against. He's trying to renegotiate.
Yeah. So if it's, so that's the thing. If it's real, which it could be, you do have a little bit of some leverage because as a businessman, that is fucked up. Like, if you know that I'm going into the contract year, but then you're going to be, like, low-key, like, pushing the dude that's, like, trying to take my starting job, that's fucked up. Like, low-key.
Not only that.
That's true.
Not only that, but he's making the point that y'all are trying to pump this up in an effort to discredit me so that you can lowball my
100%.
offer at the negotiation table.
100%. Because going into this beef, the rumors are that his catalog is worth so much money, it's unfathomable.
They were saying he was going to push for $1 billion.
Word.
Oh my
and that the reported offer, I believe, was $600 million.
Word. So this is money that we're talking like way above our pay grade. This is some real.
This is him entering like the Jay-Z, Rihanna,
yes,
Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner,
Taylor Swift,
like T-Sizzle, like all of those.
Word.
Iconic business numbers.
And if we're talking about, you know what I mean, corporations and how they get down, no matter what country, no matter where you are, they gonna want their money and they want to try to fuck you over as any which way that they can. So if that's the case, then there's grounds for a lawsuit, but obviously the hip hop in us says that's still some hoe shit. Because then it becomes
they just see the word suing and like,
right.
Oh, so, I'm gonna go get the law because you whooping my ass type thing. That's what we think or see.
Because I mean, I don't know. I think that if he were to win the beef, then it would obviously be a different story.
Yes,
because he's kind of a sore winner, but right now he's a sore loser. And now he's going through all these lengths. Now it doesn't mean like you may not have a case, but it does show like clearly you're a sore loser, bro.
Well, that's
you know what I'm saying.
But is it? I don't know that this is him being a sore loser though, because all right. This is where he's stating before it approved the release of the song, UMG knew that the song itself, as well as his accompanying album art and music video, attacked Drake's character by falsely accusing him of being a sex offender, engaging in pedophilic acts, harboring sex offenders, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Word.
He's not saying, I lost, so I'm going to sue y'all. He's saying, you guys heard the track. You still chose to push it despite me being your artist who you're negotiating with. Mm-hmm. And now you have every right to use it against me in negotiations because you can then say, oh, well, your character is now called into question. Mainstream ain't messing with you anymore like they used to. Album sales aren't going to be what they were anymore. You're not going to sell out, arenas anymore. Mm-hmm. Despite the fact that, didn't it just come out yesterday, today, something like that? That was a misleading thing, too, because the tour is all in New Zealand and Australia. That's it. Bro.
That's what, like 5 dates?
There's like 8 dates. Yeah, there's like 8 dates. He's doing like 2 shows in each one. Like, that felt like a troll job, honestly.
Word.
But he's been the #1 streamed artist this year again.
Word.
if I'm Drake, I'm like, yo, that's my grounds for negotiation right there.
Word.
The fact that I came through all of this, y'all approved a song that defamated me and that talk crazy about me, and I was still the most streamed artist.
Word.
Anytime you go on social media, you still have a bunch of Drake stans. Academics has a whole career out of it.
That's facts.
All right, and Drake won't even say what's up to him in a DM.
Nah, you don't need to.
All right, like, so that part, I'll admit, when I first saw it, I was like, this is some whole shit, though. You're going out bad. But that part I understand. The part where I think that he's going out on some whole shit is going at Kendrick himself for the defamatory stuff and all of that. Because there's 2 lawsuits.
Sure. Yeah. The second one came the next day.
The second one, yeah. I think the second one is the one that's some whole shit. The first one, yo, if I were him, I'd probably do the same thing. Because guess what? Y'all, Sony, Universal Music Group, y'all gonna be fine.
Yeah, it's fact.
Y'all are gonna keep going. Because guess what? Everybody who's ever tried the music industry legally lost, got crushed, or disappeared. Mm-hmm. Mike couldn't beat the music industry, dog. Michael Jackson couldn't beat the music industry. You think Drake gonna beat him?
Yeah.
Drake's not gonna beat him. And this is where I don't think the lawsuit itself is that interesting. I think the aftermath is gonna be the most interesting.
Yeah. Well, I think I agree with you. I feel like that first lawsuit, I feel like it's fair. Like I say, if it's true, then you gotta worry about your business. If you're going to the negotiating table and they're doing shady shit underneath, I was
about to get almost a billy out of y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm hot.
And now the number is I've heard down to like 400.
Word.
Anywhere from like 250 to 400.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna sue y'all too.
Word. I'm doing
because even if I get another 400, I'm at 800 million, and that's above the initial offer. Y'all gave me a 600 million. So either way, I'm suing y'all and getting my bread,
right?
Or trying to get my bread,
right? Which is the right thing to do, coming from the legal perspective in your business. Where, I think though, what people are fair to critique him though, just as the person, is we have to also just point out you may be right in this, but very, very hypocritical.
Without a doubt,
considering how much he's been pushed to the forefront over the last 15 years and made to be. That's the thing too, is, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like as people that watched him rise through the ranks, we can appreciate him in a different level. But to the common fan, because now he's a pop star. So to the average person who doesn't ever think about hip hop or whatever, but then they're getting Hotline Bling shoved down their throats every single day. Every time you go and open up your app, it's Hotline Bling this and a commercial, and he's got marketing deals and he's got all this kind of stuff. Bro, that's that same thing. Like, the machine is working for you in this moment. And the machine worked for him in the Meek beef. And the machine worked for him kind of with the Pusha thing, because Pusha wasn't as big. So it didn't matter that he destroyed the nigga. What mattered is that he had the biggest album of the year, and he got to have all these. He had to have Nice for What all over the place, and he had God's Plan, and he had the marketing. So he was just able to just kind of like shove all that shit down low and then keep it pushing. So legally speaking, of course, I'm with you 100%. You got to do that, because fuck that shit. You know what I mean? But there is a hypocrisy to at least discuss, because he's been on the other end of that. And not to mention, nigga, your hands were dirty too, trying to defame niggas too.
That's
like, you were literally.
So the part that's hypocritical to me is, or well, not even hypocritical. The part that just confuses me from Drake's end is, if you listen to if you listen to Talking Voices, if you listen and believe stuff that like Joe Budden says, they have their own history, and Joe is very open and honest about it.
Word.
So I don't believe he would lie. According to Joe, he says that a big reason why Universal has kind of pulled this whole move along with Kendrick and all them is the fact that Drake is a scumbag, that Drake has slept with a lot of people's partners, wives, etc., that he has talked very crazy about people, that he's done crazy business dealings and such, that he's just a really shitty person. And to play devil's advocate, if we are going to talk about hypocrisy, then I would point the finger at Sony UMG, if I'm being honest, because y'all let him get away with all of this. Y'all sat there and y'all helped, to your point, build up this monster.
Sure.
Y'all gassed him up. You put him everywhere, right? The machine worked for him, as you said.
Right.
So y'all had a hand in building up what he became. Now that y'all are tired of it, now there's alleged boosting of numbers.
Sure.
There is okaying this song that is going to defame your biggest artist that you helped build up so that you can undercut him in negotiations. That sounds hypocritical to me.
I'm with you.
Again, I don't agree with, I agree with the first part of Drake. I don't agree with getting mad at the Not Like Us song because it's defamatory and all that. Like, bro, you said a bunch of goofy shit too. That's the hypocrisy to me. Is the second lawsuit because, bro, you act like you didn't come out with Family Matters. 100%. You act like you didn't start this whole thing. Word. And that Kendrick didn't tell you repeatedly, this isn't what you want, don't do it. Word. And you just kept poking and poking, and then it blew up in your face, and now you want to be mad about it. That's where the hypocrisy comes in for me on his part. Well,
I do disagree. I do disagree in the first notion just because I hear what Button was saying, and I heard that whole spiel. I don't think that the business, Sony UMG, gives a fuck about his character. I don't think. But
if he's sleeping with, like, I'm not talking about artists and other rappers. Okay, we're talking about executives, bro. We're talking about people's in the hallways of Sony UMG.
I see what you're saying.
These dudes that are cutting his check, he's over here like bagging wives and stuff, man. Like doing grimy stuff.
If that's true, then I could see that. I could see that being like similar to E-Man. And him messing with somebody with the Celtics organization. I could see where it's like...
Damn, that's so crazy that I've already forgot that even happened.
Oh, I will never forget. That was a crazy time on First Take. That was a crazy-ass time. But, sorry, Aries.
Aries won? What are you talking about?
I guess,
Show
man.
I was mad, but...
Yeah. But if I'm
good now.
I'm good bro. But I could see where that could, obviously that could cause animosity. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? I just think that, though, like, even with that being said, I feel like these niggas is so powerful and are so about their money that I can't just, like, accept that it's the way that a person moves and has morals or values and all that kind of shit is the reason why they want to undercut an artist and not pay him their just due. They will do that shit to any fucking body. Whether you see what I'm saying, like that's why I feel like ultimately it comes from.
But isn't that kind of eye opening though? That they could do that to anybody, and 100%. They have employed. I can't Lord knows the music industry probably along with like I say professional athletics, like the craziest, wildest, most unstable people.
100%
that are out there that are going to get into trouble and stuff and do grimy shit.
Word.
They've had so many people under their umbrella. Not once have they done anything like that to an artist that big who has gotten them that much money, who is the #1 artist in streaming of the year for something like some crazy number like in a row.
Well,
that I'll look up, but like that's. So I'm just saying, like,
I see what you're saying.
How bad of a person, or how bad of a person does that person have to be that you foresee something happening down the road that leads you to say, nah, bro, I'm not paying him. Like a quarterback or something, right? Say that Houston comes along and like something happens with CJ Stroud and they're just like, yo, bro, this sophomore slump, this ain't it. We see so now all these critics and Stephen A is on First Take and Shannon Sharp and all them, and they're questioning you, and yeah, we're going to keep pumping that up too to make you look even worse. That when negotiations come after the rookie contract, we're like, nah, bro, we're not going to pay you that much because you had that one sophomore slump.
Right.
Well, what happened when I threw 23 and led y'all to the playoffs and blah, 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 and won the division and this and that? Don't matter. What matters is right here, right now.
True.
And we have the money to distribute to you. You can take this number and be quiet. And if you want to try to fight or negotiate, you can. But, nigga, we're the one giving it out. Right. So you got to bend the knee to us. It's fucked up, but that's kind of how it is. And from the sound of it, Drake wasn't cool with that and kind of started doing his own thing. Right. And they really weren't cool with that shit. And that made it that much worse.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just think I think that the extracurriculars, I think that they all kind of put up with whatever they could get as long as you are the prized, horse. Mm-hmm. You're out there. You're always going to be as much money as Drake has made. 5 times that much is how much they've made off of him.
Without a doubt.
You see what I'm saying?
Of course.
So if because like I don't know if I don't know. I go back and forth. But, let's say, he's been a piece of shit for a long time. Yeah. Sleeping with niggas' wives, all types of shit. He's smacking niggas' booties and all this kind of shit, whatever. He's been doing that for a long time. None of that shit really matters because in 2012, Take Care's drop, he's winning Grammys, doing this, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Money. 2015, this is going on. 2016, Apple deal, blah, 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 blah. This dude is on the top of the world. He's been the top of dude for a long time. That is money. Now, I do believe that they probably have an exit plan, and a part of Joe Budden's little conspiracy theory here is it is weird that it all happened this year at the same time, all these niggas all against him. Where he's coming from is maybe the powers that be are like you're saying, okay, we really haven't been fucking with you for a minute now, but we're not going to be reactive. Because if we be reactive and blah, 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 potentially Drake could have the leverage and he could use the money that he has to probably fight his way into a very strong case. Not guaranteed, but a strong case. But if we sit on this and we hear that record and we're like, ooh, this gonna get him. And we hear Metro shit. Ooh, I like that. Oh, wait, Future got a problem with it too? Oh, shit. Ross got a problem with it too? Oh, shit. These people, and these are all, we make money off these niggas too. But, okay, maybe we just have this kind of be placed in a way where it's not so random and not just like,
I mean, that's part of his lawsuit. He said it was orchestrated. He said the whole thing was orchestrated.
Now we got something.
I think that's absurd. No offense. I think that notion, I hear it a lot. Yeah. I think that notion is ridiculous. I think putting in a lawsuit is ridiculous because he's out here acting like Not Like Us was the first diss record or something out of it. If you were that mad at UMG for approving diss songs and that they heard this and that first, then why weren't you mad about the first one? The first, 3?
Because I think I know
those were more scathing.
Wasn't there a Kendrick bar that said like, "Oh, you don't like that record"? Like you sent a cease and desist for that record.
Oh yeah.
So it's possible that he low key was doing like a little something.
I mean,
but where I would say where maybe it's just a little different, just to give a little extra spice to the conspiracy theory, because I do admit it is a conspiracy theory.
No, they're all
You see what I'm saying? I don't. Yeah. None of us know none of this shit, but. Which of these records, despite quality or whatever and what we personally think, which of these records is the one that a grandmother in Wisconsin knows? And this is finally, this is a nigga that is right here with Drake as far as not star power.
No, we can't play that card.
No, not star power, but like.
The only thing we can play that card is
name value, maybe, or no
skill. Is the only card you can play because commercially it's not the same. Inside of hip hop, of course, Kendrick is if they're not right there, Kendrick's above him inside the community, but. Pop culture wise and worldwide, absolutely not. Drake in a landslide. Numbers wise, as we've shown, as all the Drake stands will point out, Drake crushes him in every category.
I think what's different is that we actually have a real bona fide star.
There's
Not
someone
a
that was
superstar.
there was someone that
but
was
a
willing. There was someone. Look, if you want to go the conspiracy route, let's go the conspiracy route. Sony UMG has. I don't know. I haven't looked in depth at their roster as far as what's under their umbrella. I'm pretty sure it's the majority of the music industry, though, with hip hop under that, right?
Right.
So say they have Maybach Music. Well, Ross and Drake, you guys work together so well, but clearly there's some animosity there.
Right.
Future, animosity there now. Metro, we knew y'all had some beef going when you said, F that nigga's dead mother, send me the beat.
Word.
I don't care that his mom's dead. And if we know anything about Metro is that this nigga loves his mama because he shouts her out at everything that he can. God bless him, right?
Word.
You have A$AP Rocky, who he tried to push his nose into this shit, which led to nothing. Everyone's like, shut up and pipe down, nigga. Go be Father of the Year and wear some fucking skins.
That feature on that album went this way and not
Thank
that way.
you, bruh.
Like,
all right.
They just forgot about that.
So you got those guys. Who else do you have? You have
Future.
Future. I just had him on the tip because he came out.
Oh, Weekend?
I mean, you can add that. You have Weekend. You have all these people, right, that you can, as Sony UMG, you can walk around with a sword, Game of Thrones style. You want to take him on?
What?
No? Oh, you're too scared. Oh, okay. You want him? No?
Word.
No, he's too much? No, Future, you're not sure if you could take. Well, here, you know what? Let's call Kendrick.
Word.
Let's see if he'll hop on it.
Word.
Let's see if he'll be the one that will finally carry the sword for us all and go kill the big bad dragon that's Drake.
Word.
And go take him on. And he did. Because Meek, I mean, whatever. Push isn't big. To your point, Push isn't big enough.
Word.
Maybe
that's
that's
the only
it.
Thing that's the only thing that stopped.
It's not the same level, but
No.
it's
Kendrick
is known enough, whereas Pusha, white folks don't know Pusha T. They see the Lego movie and they don't know Pusha T still.
Right. No,
they know Kendrick at least on the periphery, because if anything, they'd be like, oh yeah, he's the guy on Bad Blood, right? Like he's the one that raps with Taylor Swift. I know him.
It's like
he's big enough to take on the big bad Drake. So, and not only that, but and if you don't believe in the conspiracy part of it, then believe in the fact that Kendrick warned this nigga how many times and how many songs, bro.
That's facts, bro.
They've been going at it, obviously, over the past over a decade,
plus,
right?
10 plus.
But like Kendrick tried to warn this nigga so many times, this ain't what you want, don't mention this, don't talk about that, blah, blah, blah. And Drake just kept poking and pushing and poking and pushing, and now he's in court.
Right.
I was the one that when I saw the first news, I was like, this is some bitch ass shit. And then I started thinking about it and reading into it, and I was like, you know what? Kind of with Aubrey on this one, man. Mm-hmm. Not that I think he's going to win. I think he's going to get crushed. And that's why, like I said, I wonder what his next move is. Right. Like, you just going to go OVO independent? You're going to buy it? Can you even buy out OVO from them? Do they own OVO? Like, what?
Oh, no, that's
you know what I mean? Like, that's so.
It'll be interesting. I think that he has an opportunity. He does have enough star power to be able to do his own and go independent, I believe. And maybe he doesn't even have to go independent for very long. Maybe I do this for a year or two, drop something that's fire, a project, work with whoever I want to, not have to worry about any red tape, and then kind of just kind of be like a free agent. Be like, okay,
or just
well, if
do
you
what
want
Kendrick's doing.
Oh, no, that's fair.
Kendrick went and
I was gonna say
he fulfilled his contract. Kanye, same thing. Like
Kanye doing
Frank Ocean did that. Frank Ocean screwed over Frank Ocean gave a blueprint for the music industry to get out your contract in a way without having to get legal and stuff.
Word.
Drop a bullshit album, fulfill your contract, go do your own thing, what you really want to do.
Mm-hmm. So maybe that's what he does.
And with this battle with Drake and Kendrick is always involving with the music industry. And how they're shady by being, behind closed doors and stuff like that.
Word. And
maybe Drake is finally, but coming around to that corner, like, damn, maybe he was right about what he was saying about the music industry in these songs too.
Because and not for nothing too. Like I don't think he ever talked. I don't know about his. I don't remember him saying anything about his issues with labels. Because like I know that he said he had a couple bars, in a song where I think it was more like a shot to Birdman. Because remember he had that Young Money deal too. So I think he had some issues with that too. I don't know about anything outside of that, but I know that he doesn't fuck with the Grammys too. So I think for a while now, eventually these artists, they kind of, they wake up and they're like, oh, all this shit is fake. You guys give me X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. But then when I hear, oh, nigga, you made billions off of me? Oh, my God. Like, I got to get out of this bullshit deal. That's cool. I got millions.
Yeah, now my platform is big enough for me to.
Yes,
I could move off something, and I could still have
my fans will support me in my new endeavor as I make the first. I don't know about first. I don't want to disrespect them like that, but maybe I make a new label from Toronto where I just churn out all of my shit, blah 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 blah. Yeah. But I got global fans, so I'm gonna do that, and you know what I mean. I'm not gonna play this game no more with all these niggas that are just trying to rob me blind. So yeah. Maybe that's the next move. It'll be interesting.
So, all right. So technically, Sony kind of in a roundabout way owns OVO. Not owns, but they bought in.
Okay.
To ownership of OVO because OVO was under Warner Music Group. And the weird thing was, OVO, like Drake never released records under OVO solely as a label.
Oh, they were joint ventures?
He had to release them. Sony has his music. Sony has his masters, I believe.
Okay.
Or has his music. And that's why he has to release through Sony UMG.
Gotcha.
Whereas other artists like Party and all them, they're signed to OVO. OVO was under Warner. Warner dissolves, Sony Music invests into buying OVO. That's where we're at now. That could be a part of the negotiations and all that too. Like this might be Drake just like maybe throwing one last Hail Mary because he knows like they're gonna tax the fuck out of me if I try to buy OVO back. OVO just dropped a Disney collection today.
Oh, really?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Simpsons.
Nuts.
They dropped a Simpsons collab today with Disney and OVO.
Wow.
Lil Yachty is the model.
Wow.
That makes sense.
Like that's not like so OVO is it's a brand, man. It's a big brand. So maybe that's part
real.
of it.
Collabs with Jordan and all types of shit, Nike and all that. I did want to ask you too, like maybe at some point, I would really love to talk about Drake's influence on culture, but the people that he put on.
Oh yeah.
And like that's the conversation. That's a conversation because I look at his label mates and I look at the people that he put on from the city and all that kind of stuff. I have a lot of that could be something that we dive into because
some
there's
discrepancies here.
100%, especially compared to other artists of his ilk. There's something missing there, and I feel like that's a part of this whole thing
absolutely
too.
is.
You know what I'm saying? But it could be
Kendrick references that. Like
100%. I feel like that deserves like a segment eventually.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
Talk about like mentioning that too, and this goes to the Sony stuff, right? Look at how Drake treats his artists. Look at what he did to I Love McConan.
That's the first person who came to mind.
Come on.
That story is insane.
He's doing that to his own folk. What do you think he's doing? Like come on, man. Like the guy there, and that's the thing. Conspiracy or not, there are very clear stories from people, firsthand accounts that this guy is a scumbag and does some shitty things.
Yeah, he's shady.
It's not crazy to think that he thinks he is big enough to be knocking down whoever he wants and getting whatever he wants and calling whatever plays he thinks he can call and stuff like that. And yeah, at a certain point, we all know this at a job. Bro, if you go into your job tomorrow, imagine going up to your boss tomorrow. Hey, man, this is what the fuck I'm going to do today. And this is what the fuck I'm not going to do today. And guess what? I make so much for you that you're gonna listen to me.
Yeah, that's not the way to have that.
And even if you do make that much for him, he got hundreds of other people that make not that much, but what he loses in you is going to be a drop in the bucket over time.
Word.
It's only a matter of days you can go in there telling him what the fuck I'm going to do and what the fuck I'm not going to do before he's like, you know what the fuck I'm going to do? Get your ass out of here. Or undercut you to the point that you're just like, I don't even want to be here no more.
Word.
And I think that, I think it's interesting. I wonder what Sony knows that we don't know in them or what he perceives as being lowballed. Because let's be honest too, we've talked about it. The fall off was already kind of happening before.
Yeah.
Kendrick, I know For All the Dogs did numbers and all that stuff, but man, go inside of For All the Dogs.
But that's also the machine too.
That's
what I mean? Now
but that's what I'm saying. Like Sony's probably like, how dare you ask us for this when we're the only reason that like.
But there was another thing that Mr. Budden has said on the last pod was like, maybe this explains the fall off, because he also was saying it's possible that he's not given the good product because he's on some Frank Ocean shit.
He's doing a Frank.
And he's like,
absolutely. I've heard that.
Let me put out this mid-ass album and not even For All the Dogs, but also CLB. Where he's kind of like,
I'm one of the few that like CLB, dog.
I'm
like
okay with it.
But
okay
you know what? It was very radio.
Yeah.
It was a very, like, it was hip hop, but it was very radio friendly, like, kind of sound and stuff.
But what I noticed though, and I told this to somebody who wants to be on the pod, that'll be another discussion. But what I told him too is like, he hasn't had a moment, like the songs from at least from Scorpion, the God's Plan was such a big.
You had dances and stuff with Kiki.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga had Will Smith over in Paris dancing on a.
You see what I'm saying? Ain't that crazy? But he hasn't had like a moment, bro, like a movement.
Will Smith was like a fucking goon doing that, by the way. But you're absolutely not. When's the? And you know what's good? I think they really tried to make it happen with Rich Baby Daddy.
Yeah.
I think they really tried with that. With what was the one with him and 21? 21. Can you do something for me? They tried to make that one go hard. Like, you see what I'm saying? They were really trying to make him have another one of those God's plans.
Right. It's just not there.
Was that one of the last?
Maybe that's the last, like,
damn. Yo,
you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't that crazy? Damn, it's nuts. When you think about it,
the fall off is. That's what the fall off is. That's why if I'm negotiating with him, I'm like, yo, you're still like, you're still warm, but you're not. It's
but
bro,
now
it's not
mid,
2012
bro.
anymore, bro. It's not even 2016 anymore.
And that, damn, I don't want to keep. I'm sorry, because I got so many tangents, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like,
my last thing is I'm just gonna find the last Drake moment.
Let's see if we can find it. I don't know. There's also something to someone being on the top for a very long time. It's only a matter of time before you just don't have that hunger.
Yeah.
You don't have, and it's not necessarily that you don't have the talent. You see what I'm saying? Because, like, I feel like there's been times listening to the last, like, 4 or 5 albums, there's, like, a moment where I'm like, oh, shit, like, I like that. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell, like, the effort is there. But then there's times where it's just like, bro, he's just.
But someone like him who I feel like he just chases this thing, trying to stay with the young crowd as best as he can, but still trying to cater to the culture and just the rap. But he just has this thing about, damn, I gotta feed the youth and like stay involved in these.
That could
kids.
Fuck you up, bro.
But but you're saying, you said it perfectly. He's trying. He's trying very hard. He like for real. Look at the way he does his goofy.
Like,
he used to do the goofy hair and shit.
Yeah,
And
hair clips.
outfits
that shit
and all
is
that.
insane.
Like I'm glad he cut his shit back down, but like
That shit is
but
crazy.
to your point, he was trying way too hard. Whereas Kendrick comes along, look like he ain't got to try at all.
Right.
Everybody, like you said, grandmas, aunties out there singing in Nebraska, singing "Not Like Us,"
Right.
without Kendrick even having to try. Drake was trying his ass off talking about the red button and all that, and then dropped Family Matters, which
Well,
ain't nobody running around singing, Kendrick is up in his mouth, somebody give me a Grammy right now. No one cares, bro, and he was trying hard. The Heart Part 6, he was trying hard to troll.
We're going to talk about the real hard part, too.
And Kendrick just said, nah, I'm gonna say, nah, you do, go ahead, I don't give a fuck. I'm coming out with the Heart Part 6 still.
Right.
And no one's going to remember yours. Drake is always trying way too hard, and it always falls flat. Whereas I think he gets jealous now of the Futures, who don't have it. Future's my age, bro. And Future
crazy, right?
still get his popping without even trying. Kendrick without even trying. Kanye even still got it popping this year without even like.
But I think there's a difference too, because like the time has changed. The youth, what the youth are into is so fickle. Because you got to think, right? Like, if you're going to try really hard to always capture the young folk ain't the same ones that were the ones that when you first came out.
We were the young
exactly,
folk.
and eventually
like now it's a TikTok.
And
now
eventually
it's
though too, like yo, the young folks ain't got money, bro.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
You're a grown man trying to rap to a teenage fan base or early 20s fan base. Why are you even tapped into that?
While you have a Billy, like, bro, what are you?
Why are you even tapped into that? Jay-Z showed you the blueprint of how to do it. Even as much as I don't like him, it's like there's a way to age with grace in this.
Yeah.
He has no interest in that, it appears.
No, it doesn't really look like that. No, and I think too, like, that's where I feel like if he's gonna try to have his redemption arc at some point, it has to be off of like what you know. Like, just go off of the core. But because all these other dudes, everyone that you just listed, they were like, okay, like, I'm not going to hop on the Soulja Boy song in 07. Or
I have no interest in being with Camila Cabello on the song, bro.
And maybe I might, hey, you know what? Khaled's my homie, Jay-Z. All right, I'm going to hop on a trap. I'm on a trap song with Future on the hook and blah, blah, blah. But
he's going to say something on it, too.
I'm going to do me, though. I'm not going to sing like you. I'm not going to make a dance like you. I'm not going to do this and blah, blah, blah. You're not going to see me doing a whip and nay-nay or some shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's still you to the core. And if he could find that, then he'll be fine going, you know what I mean, into like the twilight years of the career.
But does he have that? Does he know what his core even is?
There's only one way to find out, and we're going to see next year.
2018.
Oh, 2018?
Scorpion was...
Last
I went
song.
through it like, because, that was really the last time he had like...
A moment. Like a movement.
Yeah.
Yes.
All over.
Yeah. People are going to get twisted. Like a moment of movement, not like a pop song. Like,
nah, bro. This
not
was
a flash in the pan, bro.
This dude had Will Smith across seas on a damn tower bridge, whatever, doing the dance to his song. Like, that's that Drake. That guy is long. He ain't been around for a minute.
So this is what we're saying. Like, I think for him just to be quiet, have this deep reflection time to think about what you really want.
Yeah.
Like, what are your next steps going to be? And I think him getting back into that rap bag and getting back to his roots and just rapping, bro.
I'm with you.
I think that's the best way to go about this.
Best remedy.
We get off this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go back to Mr. Apology, JCole. Two of the big three, he uploaded his mixtapes to streaming platforms.
Yeah.
That was like a happy Thanksgiving present for me, having Friday Night Lights on Spotify.
That's crazy, right?
I don't have to go back to YouTube to listen to Vilmatic anymore. I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's a shame what they did to Dat Piff, bro.
I was going to say, that Piff, I had to switch to Mixtape
Hey,
Kings. And, man, yeah, bro.
The mixtape era was great.
Yeah, bro. I had all that shit downloaded on my phone and everything on my Dat Piff. They fucked me up.
I still have that Piff, like the icon is still on my phone because I just won't delete it. I just won't let it die.
Dang.
Remember Hot New Hip Hop? They used to like rank how hot the song was.
Yeah, bro. 6 fire emojis. Very, very hot.
Very hot. Drop Mim's song, very hot.
Oh my goodness. Like this. I like that. Yeah, no, I remember that.
But man, I get jealous of like the kids who know the Cole, like the fall off, or not the fall off, the off season, KOD type JCole.
Sure.
But now they're getting introduced to what we came up with in these mixtapes, the warm up, and like these kids are probably hearing it for the first time, maybe.
Yeah.
What a feeling like that. These mixtapes take me back to absolutely to an iPod, the wired headphones in my ear, and I'm listening to I just fucked up my computer with some viruses. Downloading this.
There it is.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Like that's where you put them all on.
Downloading on an iPod and just playing these mixtapes, man.
Yeah, it was a good time, bro. That definitely reminds me of just high school, bro. Walking to school, listening to grown Simba.
Maybe we should talk about that, like the mixtape era.
The mixtape era.
That'd be a fun one to talk about.
He's got to be up there, bro. Like he really had like a nice. You could tell like the improvement too. Like that was so cool of just like seeing like him get better and better with the bars. You know what I mean? And like
that's honestly what I took away from the mixtapes. Because I listened to them today, and again, like, cause I'm not the biggest. I'm happy for y'all. I'm glad y'all got it. It does nothing for me.
Sure.
Except for like a handful of songs, like but it was. I was listening to it, and it was funny that you mentioned that because that was what I thought. I was like, man, a lot of this shit sounds exactly the same to me. He just sounds like it sounds like the same kind of, and his cadence is everything. Like, and it's not that he wasn't good. You could tell that he was gonna be something.
Right.
He definitely sharpened his skills, worked on his craft. Like I respect the fact that listening to him then and listening to him now that he has taken this very seriously. He cares about the art. He reminds me of Kendrick in that way. He cares about the art, whereas the last guy we were talking about, he hasn't improved his craft at all. He's gotten worse. Right. JCole, while being good on those tapes, has gotten like so good, man.
Yeah,
like,
very
really
polished.
Good.
Yeah. And I think something about JCole's slip up in his career is he didn't get attached to a producer, someone to round out his sound overall. The bars, the verses are there, but the sound, the producing is almost like Nas.
Yeah,
like Nas had great bars, but the producing was like I cannot listen to this shit.
That's always like the knock. It's like
let Nas down.
Like you can't.
Goddamn, dog. You have to follow the man's footsteps, man.
It's just like you can't pick beats for shit. Like bro,
the beats, bro. He didn't get hip to a producer in the sound, and he just I don't know. Yeah.
Honestly, that's a good what if. Honestly, because like I think about like how many times Cole has hopped on somebody else's song or on a freestyle of a song, and he smokes that shit, and it's just like, you know what I mean? If you just have that a little bit earlier, if you're able to link with somebody that's really really dope. You might, it might be a little bit different of a story. Maybe he has more hits or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe he has more moments that resonate with people. Yes. Where it's like, where people recognize him for his rapping ability, and then there's projects that he has that he was able to put together. But like, no one has like a one-liner from Cole, or like, no one remembers like, oh, this is my favorite verse. It can be hard because he raps so much, and he's just a rapidy rap dude.
And
so
that's it. It's a lot to, Cole is clever and he's got wordplay and all that, but again, it's not like the catchiness.
Yeah,
isn't necessarily there until you get to like more of
like the album cuts.
When
Once you get into
the Jay-Z and all that, like the Rock and all that stuff, like then you start to hear when it comes with the features, right? The Treys and the Missies and the Miguel and like all these. That's when they get more of the melodic stuff that gets stuck in your head. Whereas mixtape Cole is like, dude, he was just spitting,
straight up,
spitting and spitting some more. And again, to your point, the beats, a lot of the beats. That's why it sounds a lot the same to me. Because it's just like, all right, yeah, and you're just machine gunning bars, and it's hard. And then you pique my interest when it's like, oh yeah, that's the Erykah Badu cover, and there or the sample, and then there's the devil in a new dress, and which he destroys, by the way. You know, but like,
crazy, bro.
I think that's a real interesting point about him attaching himself to a sound and a producer, because he's already that good without that. And I kind of low-key respect it, because like he's like, man, I'm gonna make what I want to make. I'm gonna spit over what I want to spit over, and y'all are gonna digest it and like it, or you're not. But I'm gonna do what the hell I want, and it's gonna be hot.
That's why because that is a part of his story too, right? The Let Nas Down a whole story, sideline story coming out. I personally don't love that album, but it was him trying to find that sound. He's just like, okay, all right, now I'm at the label, blah, blah, blah. All right, I'll do what y'all want me to do, but he's kind of not, he's kind of afraid to push back. He's trying to find his ground. You know, they're pushing this song, and they're trying to, like, put him into this, blah, blah, blah. And it's just, like, it wasn't right. And he'll tell you, you know what I mean? But that's why I appreciate Born Sinner so much, because I feel like he's finding a pocket a little bit, and he's still got bars throughout the whole album, but like there's a consistent sound. He's starting to kind of like, okay, all right, like I'm finding something here, and then it kind of takes off after that. You know what I mean? So
a producer that came to mind, and while this producer was making Freddie Gibbs look like fucking a great rapper.
You about to say
The Alchemist.
Okay,
I thought you were going to say Mad Lib or
that's
Alchemist.
What I thought too. I thought you about
one
to say
or the other.
Lib.
It's either Mad Lib or Alchemist.
Those two guys making Freddie Gibbs' catalog look nice.
But also, I think where it might be interesting though is the timing.
Yeah.
Because the appreciation for Alchemist in the last 3 years,
fucking
for casuals.
No, fair.
Yeah,
but you see what I'm saying?
You know, like,
but like you said, like Freddie Gibbs is like almost like kind of getting into the casuals vernacular, where it's like,
oh, without a doubt,
that's
Freddie Gibbs
crazy,
is
right?
Big time,
but he's been out for however long,
minute,
and Alchemist has been out for however long. If he links up with Alchemist when he comes out in 2009 or the album I think was like 2010, I don't think that resonates. I feel like it has to be.
I'm thinking about a certain album that could have used the production because the bars are there. For Your Eyes Only.
Bruh, just have For Your Eyes Only pulled up thinking about how I love the song Neighbors.
For Your Eyes Only.
Might be my favorite Cole project because I'm not a big Cole fan, and it's small and concise, and he bars them.
Bars are crazy.
Oh. Okay.
Production, like, man, it could have used something. Like, fuck, I want to, like,
okay,
I want to bob my head to some music, but the bars are great.
I feel you.
Could have used a touch of, like, an Alchemist, maybe.
Word.
But
it's not production-wise. I think a brilliant move that Cole made was attaching himself to drama. The D-Day tapes and stuff like that, and even like, I think that was like, it helped with drama's whole resurgence.
Yeah.
The off season, like hearing that and hearing them come in on the off season.
That was surprising.
Like that.
I was like,
what?
Yeah.
That blew my mind.
For people who don't know DJ Drama, you think DJ Khaled is bad with talking nonsense on tracks? DJ Drama be talking some fucking crazy shit on something. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
You talk about mixtape era. Go back to my era of mixtapes, and it was all drama tapes.
Drama
out the
was
trunk. Him and Don Cannon was on it, and just Cannon was just hitting the button. Cannon, and then just drunk. DJ the fuck drama. Like, nigga, what does that even mean? DJ the fuck drama? Like, what? It was drama's a wild boy, man. But gosh. I think that definitely helped that. But that helped me digest Cole more too.
Word.
For sure.
That helped me with Cole, and I think just with me and Cole, bro, you throw Cole on a feature and I'm locked in. You throw him on the D-Day tapes and the Dreamville tapes where he's just like, I'm going to give you one verse and let everybody else go.
Word. Everybody else can eat.
He's one of my favorite rappers when he's just on that. I got to listen to a whole album of Cole. Y'all got it.
Yeah.
No disrespect. Y'all got it.
It's like you like him as an accessory, but not as like the main piece.
I like JCole as my number 2 or my slot receiver.
Gotcha.
I like him as my third option. I don't need him bringing up the ball. I don't need him to even be my go-to. He's my third option, like my 6th man of the year. That's what he is. He's my 6th man.
Yeah.
JCole is my 6th man that I go to.
He is your Lou Williams.
Because he's going to come in and Lou Will and Jamal Crawford
Crawford.
And give you
dog
21 off the bench every night without even trying.
Right.
And that's cool. I don't need you out there for 42 minutes a night, my guy.
That's fair.
I think each their own. Like, again, and it's not because man, that dude, he's a bad boy, man.
Or I think it's dope. And I think it's cool, too, because, like, what he's doing, you know, like, because if I'm not mistaken, too, he's, like, doing a podcast. And
Is he?
Oh. Like, it's actually, like, coinciding with the drops.
Oh.
He's talking about that project.
Oh, I
the
had no
influences
idea.
and all that kind of stuff.
He's
and
really good at rollouts, man.
For real, honestly.
Wow.
And like behind the scenes
Honestly,
and rollout kind of
so-
stuff, he's really good at that.
He's very creative.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he's not
Yes.
just gonna give you bullshit and just be like, all right, you know, like he's got the pod and he's like dropping them and he's releasing them every week or whatever.
Inevitable is called.
Inevitable. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't listened to it, but I heard people talk about it and I was like, oh, it kind of sounds very cool, like a cool way to do it. So it shows like I already got everything like covered, like I already bought everything, blah, blah, blah. I paid who I needed to pay, but I'm going to give it to you in like a series and it allows you to kind of like go through his like career in a really cool way.
Wow.
And I think that's dope. I think
is really cool.
that's a cool way of doing it, you know. But also I want to say too, like what I think is dope is some of my favorite rappers or artists or whatever, they're going back and they're releasing these things. And because now they have the clout and they have the money to be able to like pay for those samples and all that kind of stuff. It's not just freebies and shit like that. But them going back and like actually putting the shit back on DSPs, like I feel like that's very, very dope. This year, a couple years ago, Drake had done it not with a project. Oh no, he did do it with a project because he did So Far Gone, the OG So Far Gone, not the bullshit that they did.
Yeah.
He got that on there, which was big because that was on another Dat Piff classic. So did Travis this year with Days Before Rodeo. That was big.
Oh, yeah.
And like he's doing it. Wale was able to get the mixtape About Nothing on there. You see what I'm saying? Like they're trying to go back and like give that to the fans now, and while also celebrating. You know, like, yo, like, this is my shit. Like, this is what put me on and whatever. I think that's dope. I think it's kind of cool to be a fan and to be old enough to remember when it dropped and to now have it come back around and it's mixed, mastered. I don't have DJ Drama screaming on my shit.
DJ the fuck drama. Man.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I think that's cool. So Cole doing that, that's I got to give him props for that.
I still need some fabulous mixtapes on there though.
Soul tapes, baby.
Soul tapes.
You ever had a cold in the summer? Shit be the worst.
Oh, he got Soul Tape 2 on.
He's got a couple on there.
I need them all though.
Dude, I'm saying,
The,
man, summertime shootouts. What? That whole series, fire.
Fuck, man. What a guy. What a guy, man.
What a guy.
What a
Fab
guy.
is one of them ones in the mixtape era that he might be a little bit. Nah, because you still got, like, I was going to say he might be a little bit too old for y'all, but.
Not to me.
You all, yeah.
I still bump that shit to this
That's
day.
what I'm saying. Like,
to this day.
Fab, man. Fab was that. Don't get it twisted, man.
I really appreciate Fab's mixtapes because they redeemed
His albums.
everything. Oh, my God.
His albums, yeah. I agree with
Hey,
you.
hold on. Hey, the debut. Hold on, man.
Yes,
The
okay.
debut came out hard. My gun go click and spark. Don't leave witnesses to point me out on 106 and Park. What?
Nice.
It's not, hey, just like he was saying,
Nice.
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 Oh, Fab, my guy, man. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah.
Are we ready to get into GNX?
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready.
All right, so this is how we're gonna do this album. Our thoughts first. We'll go around and give our thoughts, and then we'll hear our favorite songs. Your favorite songs off this,
Hell yeah.
and then I want to see where this album ranks in his
Discography?
yeah for
Okay.
you.
Word.
But first, listen for GNX for me. The intro surprised the hell out of me. I knew we were going to get it addressed.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was gonna be right off the bat with that beat. I'm like, oh, this nigga's on some fucking violent time right now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Probably one of the more digestible listens of an album. Obviously, it was so easy to get into, and I really enjoyed the first listen. It did kind of fall off for me towards the end a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, really, really good for me.
Yeah. I'm with you. It sounded like, well, first listen, I did the same thing. Cause like, I was like, oh my God, like I saw it on IG.
Yes.
Like people like taking like the lines or whatever. And I was like, oh shit, I got to go listen to it right now. I got to. So I listened to the whole thing and I was like, bro, like, damn, he was just like, fuck this. Like track 1, 30 seconds, 10 seconds in, like, let's go at these niggas. Like, it's up. You know what I mean? I loved it. You know what it felt like to me? Listening, I was like, oh, this is a Kendrick mixtape. Like, it felt like like there's pockets where it's a little repetitive, kind of like the same kind of like mustard West Coast kind of beat, but you know what I mean? I'm having fun. I'm dancing on it. I got some people on here, you know what I mean? We're having a good time, blah, 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 blah. Very, very West Coast. But I was like, I like this though. I like this. Like, let's just get to it. Outside of, you know, my standouts on the album, which I would imagine you already know which are. But I was like, yo, like just rap, give me some fun. You know what I mean? Not just fun, but like some like boppy kind of beats. You know what I mean? Like I like this. You know what I mean? And that's how I felt. I was just like, sounds kind of like a mixtape. You know what I mean? Like a mixtape Dot.
And I don't think I've ever heard Dot have this kind of free spirit almost on
It
an
sounded
album
like he was
that.
having fun.
Yeah,
Right?
Like it's just, and it kind of leads into what he's been doing this year of putting the West Coast on.
Yes.
After that AI Tupac shit, he addressed it, and now he's kind of putting the West Coast on.
Right.
These
In a
new
big
artists
way.
on, and involving the artist on this album, and having the Tupac reincarnated song.
Yeah.
And then having some Bay Area type sound music, tapping into just all different West Coast shit, the G-Funk almost.
Where
I thought it was just a brilliant homage to the West Coast almost.
Word. It definitely felt like a love letter to them. It was a love letter. One of my favorite songs, Love Letter to TDE. You know what I mean? It just paying homage, showing love, putting niggas on. Because he also, like, I felt like, too, like, when it came to him and, like, Mustard's part of the pop-out, you know what I mean? Like, he had established niggas kind of come out there, right? So you pay homage in person to a live event where everybody can come and celebrate, hey, do your 2 biggest songs. We're going to have fun. It's going to be a party, blah, 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 blah. But then think about this, right? Because, like, some niggas, dumb niggas, in my personal opinion, were saying, like, yo, like, he's not giving an opportunity to young, new, up-and-coming artists, right? What better way to do that than because, like, you don't want to bring the new niggas out for selling out SoFi, or not SoFi, but wherever they did it, the Forum, forgive me.
But he did,
It might be,
But
no,
he did bring them out. He
that's
brought out
true.
youngsters. He
That's-
brought out
that's
like
true.
the future
That's
of the
true.
West there. He that was what was beautiful about the pop out was he made it like an overall thing for every from
I felt
dancers
like,
to like street culture to all that. To
right.
new artists and everything.
That's fair. That's fair because they were there, and the early parts of I think DJ Head had a set and DJ Mustard set.
When DJ Head
You
was
see what I'm
on.
saying? Like,
that was his
no,
part
that's
of yeah.
that's fair. I think the part that people really go to and see more often is
Of course.
the bigger artists and whatever. But I felt like what better, especially when the first part of a concert is the openers and people are walking in, they're not paying attention. Okay, well, here's an album with them featured heavily throughout, sprinkled throughout. And I'm gonna make it so that you have to listen to the whole shit, because I'm not gonna give you the featured artist.
That shit pisses me off.
Bro, I'm with it.
I hate when people don't put features on.
Bro, I just don't like it because I'm just wondering. Like okay, so on Chromacopia, I thought that Frank was on that.
Yeah.
And I'm replaying the song over and over because I'm just like, my man is back.
No, it's Daniel.
Happy. And it was goddamn Childish Gambino.
Oh, and that song? Yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah, sorry, bro. He got you.
He did. He did. But that's why, that's the only reason I don't like it. I think it's cool when you don't know a feature's coming and then it's just like, boom, and it's like, oh, shit. Like, I didn't know Roddy Ricch was on Dodger Blue.
Word.
You know that nigga was on there, but it's cool. And then you find, and he added them, but like in the beginning, yeah.
But I think that's
it is annoying.
Like, but I think in a very different way, you can get people to really listen to these niggas that the world would never listen to or choose to listen to. And now you got to go through the song and just be like, oh, okay, like, oh, he's spitting right here, like, oh, okay, you know what I mean, like, and give them credit. And if they really like it, they're gonna fuck with it. They're gonna come back to that song and maybe click on their artist and then be like, oh, I like this. Like, they got more shit right here. I think that was really cool of him to do because he's putting niggas on in a way that can really, really benefit them. And it doesn't seem like I'm using them or whatever. Like, it felt genuine, you know, throughout the project. You know what I mean? So I liked it. Though. I liked it a lot. I thought it was cool.
Drew?
Like a 6 out of 10 for me. It was whatever. It was fine. I don't know. All right. Whacked Out Murals was cool. All right, I'll say this. So the sound of it, right? How you were talking about the West Coast sound? The whole album was produced by Soundwave. Soundwave is like notorious for working with Kendrick. All the way back, ADHD, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, Mad City, Sing About Me, I'm Dying, All Right, King Kunta, he did that part for Schoolboy. Yeah, Element, Loyalty, Lust, Love, Triple X, God, he did All the Stars, he did King's Dead.
Nice.
N95, Euphoria, 616 in LA, and he had a credit on Not Like Us. So that gives you your sound for up and down the coast.
Right. I
like that for the most part. I liked the new features. They were cool. I loved Sizz on Luther. Luther and Dodger Blue are my songs. I got a lot of what I did like about it and the songs that I find myself going back to the most. I was happy, by the way, that we got Squabble Up finally.
Yes.
Like, we finally got that beat in a whole song, and it was fire, the sample they used.
Oh, yeah.
When I hear music.
As soon as I heard it, I was like, they smoked that.
That was hard.
They smoked that.
So I'm glad we got that, even though by the time we got it, I was kind of tired of everybody dancing to it. Like the one nigga on TikTok talking about, I'm going to do a dance to this song every day until Kendrick releases it. Like, nigga, save your ankles are shot, bro. Chill out. Whacked Out Murals set a tone, though, that, like, I thought we were going in a certain direction. Okay.
Okay.
And then we just went all up. That's the cohesion of the album was kind of weird to me. That I think that kind of is what doesn't bring me back to it. Is it just sounds like you're putting it on shuffle.
A mixtape feel.
Like Whacked Out Murals, and then you go to Squabble Up. So like you're coming out like, and then you're, oh, I'm dead, and then you go to Luther. It's like, oh, now I'm just going to slow the whole thing down and we're going to slow jam about, which again, I like Luther the most. I like Dodger Blue. I like Heart Part 6. All three of those songs give you R&B vibes.
Yep.
All of them give you kind of two-step slow. I like Heart Part 6 because of just what the content in it. I thought that was dope how he shouted out Ab-Soul.
That
gave
story
Ab-Soul
was
his flowers. And breaking up, like, you know, the Black Hippie album and all that. Like, I thought that. And again, to the last guy, that's shit that Drake can't do. He can't talk about that. He doesn't have that. That story alone made me love that song and keep going back to that song because I just wanted to keep hearing him talk about it over and over because that couldn't have been easy, man. Like to realize, because Lord knows we all wanted that album, man. So there were two out that album, and ironically, I always wanted that Black Friday with Cole and Kendrick.
Yeah.
So like, I think that was the big thing for me. Like, and the hype songs, I think socials are kind of killing for me too. As I used one of them last night.
It's getting out of hand.
Man at the Garden, again.
Fire.
It's just a total. It's a great song. I deserve it and all that, but like, it's a total tone switch.
Mm-hmm.
And like, Hey Now, cool song. Hey Now. What is it? Cool song, man. Reincarnated. As soon as I heard it, I had Pac activated for Made Nigga. Because that's one of my favorite Pac songs.
Right.
With the Outlaws. It was cool, and he rapped like Pac on it, and I liked the story that he told and stuff, and like the story that he made out of it, but all right, TV off, cool. Whatever, TV off is cool, man. Peekaboo, cool. Whatever, like it's all just stuff that it's just like, yeah, man, cool, but like
Peekaboo gets a lot of love. That's not one of my favorites. I'm not going back to Peekaboo at all.
Again, all the slow ones are my favorite. All the slower down two-steppy vibes on this album, other than Squabble Up, and again, Squabble Up I'm tired of by now. It's Man of the Garden is not one that like I'm not going back to that. I listened to it a couple times because it's cool and all that, but like I'm not that dude that's going to listen to that in the mirror getting ready for the day. Like some dudes are, and I do. I have my songs that, I have my playlist. I walk into work and I listen to it to get me hyped. Like, but my shit is like, I'm listening to Future, I'm that nigga. I ain't listening to
Yeah.
I deserve
I deserve it all.
Like, and again, that was the thing too. It gave off Nas vibes. All I need is one mic. That's what it reminded me of, bro. I swear to God, it reminded me of that. Like the beat, the sound of it, like that kind of, like it reminded me of that. And I was just like, it's cool. And I loved it on the first listen. And like you said, the more I kept going back to it, the more and more I kept skipping songs. And that's fine. That's cool. I think it's one. I think it's top 3. I don't think it's. I mean, it's arguably his worst project.
Absolutely,
sure.
But you also have to realize what you're dealing with too. This is a great body of work. So, like, to say it's his weakest project, I mean, like, look at what we're dealing with.
Yeah, but before we get into ranking albums, give me your favorite songs.
Oh, I mean, I'm Luther by far.
Mm-hmm.
Luther's the one off that album.
Luther's the one.
That is the one off that album.
I do want to give, because I'm a man in love, so I got to give a shout out to my wife. That's our song. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's one of our songs. We played it during our first look. So when I heard it, because she was at work, I heard it and I was like, oh damn, I gotta can't wait to play this one for the wife, because she gonna, you know what I mean? Because that's her shit too, So you know what I mean? I'm biased.
I love how in love this nigga is, man.
He's always been like this too.
I love it, dude. Yeah, rub some of that off on me, bro. I need it in my life.
He's been like this since high school.
I love it, bro. Hey, man,
I love
Hoodie
love.
Marco.
Hell yeah.
St. Valentine Marco.
Brother, I will say, when Luther played, I was like, okay, there's got to be something else, because no way Kendrick is going to be on this track by himself.
Sure.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, please. Then I heard SZA. I was like, oh fuck.
Thank God.
To the rescue. It's over.
And he knows how to work the R&B feature, bro. Like, he knows how to put some shit together, bro, to make you like feel something. Like,
oh my God.
I knew someone was coming. There was no way that it was just gonna be him on that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
come on, Kendrick, please.
Like, give me somebody. You know what I mean? So, but Luther of Dodger Blue, and then probably my third is probably Heart Part 6. I'm with the R&B vibe.
Again,
I'm
those
just
were the best
dude,
ones.
You know what I mean?
That,
like,
to me, on the like Dodger Blue is just so like, man, bro. It's it just reminds me of home, man. Makes me think of LA, dude. It's like driving back in the day when we go on road trips in the green Saturn with all the windows down, bass turned as high as it would go to the point of we blowing out speakers in the damn Saturn and just rolling 75 degrees, slight breeze, sun out, palm trees on each side of the street. And you just bumping, you know, where'd you go? Jordan, Westchester. Like, you know, and then people on socials putting the videos to it with Michael Jackson dancing to it and stuff. Step, pivot, step. Like, it's, that song is a whole vibe, bro.
Yeah. It's nice. It's real nice.
But that's, again, I wish that, you know what it is too? This album kind of feels like a spring or summer album to me.
1000%.
Yeah. Just there's certain now that the feel of it just feels more outside. And
now we gotta wait.
I just, yeah.
2 seasons to
it's and let's be real too, like, it's kind of just come and gone, really. Like, he has the tour and all that, like, obviously, but his tours are always the same. He's gonna do everything. Yeah. This isn't just a strictly GNX tour, like how
100%. You know, like, do it all.
That's what I mean. Like, he's just, it's strike while the iron's hot. I get it. Have a whole arena or stadium, singing Not Like Us. Right. Just like the Super Bowl and all that, right? I get it, but this album it's nothing earth-shattering or special, especially from an artist of his caliber.
I wonder if the beef kind of stepped on it. I don't know, but
or
like
if
you're
the beef
right,
brought it out.
I was gonna say though, like I don't know if
or just that everything is still kind of marinating from the beef that.
Well, I thought maybe with the sound being an outside kind of album, maybe this was supposed to drop in the summertime.
And he just
maybe he had some of this.
Let's get this out now.
You see what I'm saying?
Right before the Super Bowl and right before, you know.
You know what I mean? And maybe we could like try to like still have that kind of vibe leading into the next summer because the tour is gonna go into, you know what I mean? It's next year, right? Oh, yeah. So maybe if I have all these vibes out now, it'll give people to know the songs. You know, have some dances to it. You know what I mean? Have moments. I reinvigorated at the Super Bowl, and then a couple months later, we outside. Yo, we playing this. We playing Not Like Us again a year later.
That's never going.
And then we got Squabble Up finally in the summertime. We got, you see what I'm saying? We got TV off in the summertime. But I was just thinking like, maybe it was supposed to come out this summer, but some shit happened, and then he was like, all right, I'm gonna wait till later.
I mean, other than the Untitled. He doesn't do short albums like this either.
Yeah, it was like 40 minutes.
A 12-track, 44-minute album. That's not, I mean, Damn was 14 and 55. I mean, Mr. Morale was a movie.
Word.
Pimp a Butterfly was over an hour. It was 16 tracks, hour 20. 18 tracks, hour 20.
How long was Good Kid?
Good Kid was a movie in itself, too. That was an hour and 36 minutes.
Word. So, yeah, it's short.
You know,
that's why I got that mixtape vibe, though.
Exactly.
It was very different song to song. You didn't really know what was going to happen, so maybe it's a little just kind of put it together.
I think,
and it's short.
Talking it out, I think that's what keeps me from going to this because he is so good at making his albums like movies. You're just following along, and you're just like you're a Good Kid, Mad City. You were along for the ride.
Right.
Like it told a whole story. Damn tells a story. Yeah. Mr. Morale, I mean, forget about it. That's a whole ride.
Yeah.
This was just like, let's throw Luther in there. We're going to throw all these in here. Let's mix it up and boom, throw it at the wall.
Right.
So let's rank where this will fall for you as albums go. So for me, Damn is number one for me with Kendrick album. I think it's a great. It has those elements like Element.
Yeah.
Like that hook alone is probably one of the coolest hooks I've ever heard in my life.
Nice.
You gonna make it look sexy.
Bro, that's one of the craziest.
You're like, ooh.
Like,
gotta slap a pussy. Nigga, I'm gonna make it look sexy.
Yeah, so you got the Element, you got like feel, you got loyalty, and then he comes with Humble, and then he comes with Love, which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's a
and then God and Duckworth. I think it's just a combination of good storytelling with great fucking music.
Word.
So it's hard to beat out Good Kid, Mad City for me, but damn, probably took number 1 for me. And then Good Kid, Mad City, like it's like 1A, 1B type.
Yeah, bro.
Like it's hard.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
And then number 3, I'm gonna go Section 80, number 3. And then To Pimp a Butterfly, and then I'll go GNX.
Okay, and then Mr. Morale's last.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
It won't be. He'll get there.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
like eventually it's gonna move up. It will. It'll move up.
Because we talked about this. Because this album has grown on me in this short amount of time. So because with this beef, I had to revisit this album a lot.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, and I did like that. You know, like the beef made people go and listen to shit. So then
if you like, didn't, I mean, fuck, you gotta go back, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I mean? But like, I like how like they were like, yo, like, is he talking about Drake on this song? And like, this is years before the beat. Wait, what about this song? And they're like, people trying to make it happen. You know what I mean? I thought that was interesting. You know what I mean? It makes it fun. But for my ranking, I have it swapped. I still have Good Kid as my number
just
one.
So fucking good, bro.
It's
for
crazy,
these many years.
They're both.
Bro.
I'm looking at both right now, trying to like.
It's a really, really good album. Like you can't go wrong. You know what I mean? Like it's damn near perfect,
bro.
You know
I just opened up the album and just all the tracks. I'm like,
you're like, fuck.
To Good Kid, Mad City. Oh my God.
It's Good Kid was a moment, bro.
Banger after banger.
That's true. But then Damn will be second because Damn was I was kind of like kind of a Kendrick hater. I was floating in and out.
Not a fan.
I was when he was introduced to me, that was a bad time. I wasn't with it, and I just couldn't do it. But Good Kid was undeniable. Like it was in your face. Like if you didn't like Good Kid, it's like nigga, now you're just hating straight up. To Pimp a Butterfly, I kind of missed. That one took me years to go back and revisit. But Damn was another, for me, it was like undeniable. Like I didn't love Humble, but the other songs, the Elements, the DNAs, the God, like those ones really fucking like grabbed me.
People don't fuck with God. I fucking love
that's
God.
That's crazy to me.
Do you like God?
That's my favorite song, bro.
I fucking love God.
That's for sure like my favorite song. I love God, bro. Man. But right after that is Mr. Morale. Mr. Morale is
respect, man. Respect.
Shake my hand.
It's
pardon my reach. Shake my hand.
You know what I mean? You know what it is? It's like, and I don't know if you could, if you feel me on this, bro. But like, you know what I feel like? It's like adult contemporary hip hop. Where it's like, we're talking about grown folk, real shit. Like, the
content is why people don't like it.
You see what I'm saying?
You can't tell me it's because of the production or whatever. No, it's too heavy for you.
And you're not ready.
And you haven't been through it yet. And that's okay. Because like I tell you, eventually something's going to happen that a song on that album is going to tap into you. And you're going to be like, oh, shit. Let me hear what else he got to say. And then other stuff is going to start to hit with you different.
Word.
And I totally understand people's hate for Mr. Morale, but you'll get there.
Let life do its thing.
You'll get there. Exactly.
It's almost like let life do its thing.
You'll get there when you're supposed to. You'll understand it and get it when you're supposed to. And that's okay.
It's like if you're just not sad, like someone can just throw on 808s and you'll be like, what the fuck is this shit? It's not for you, bro. You gotta really like.
And 808s took a minute for me.
A lot of people did
808s, and surprisingly enough, two of them, 3 Kanye albums, 808s, Yay.
Okay.
Surprisingly, it took me a minute. Okay. Even though I thought about Killing You is one of my favorite songs.
I love that song, bro. That's so crazy, bro. I love that song so much.
The gospel album.
The
gospel
Jesus
album,
King.
I was just hesitant. I was just resisting against it. And then I listened to it and I was like, yo, this is fire, bro.
Got some shit on there, bro.
My Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
I almost wore that shirt today.
Stretch my hands to you. Like, fire out. But
we got everything.
Again, some of them don't hit because just for whatever reason, whether it's content, whether it's the sound, whatever it is.
Mood.
What's going on in your life?
Yeah, the mood ain't there.
Like, it might hit different. But Mr. Morales,
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Yeah, that's
That's number 2 for you?
No, that's number 3.
That's number 3.
After
Behind
Damn. After Damn.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. And after that, I got To Pimp a Butterfly, and then I've never listened to Section 80 or Untitled. I've never heard them. So
Untitled got some shit though.
Untitled does have some shit on.
Some sneaky stuff in there.
Yeah.
I am humbly saying I would love to go back
Absolutely
and check it out. I'm open to it because there was times when my roommate used to play that shit. I'm like, bro, you gotta stop. You must stop, bro.
Hey, and to your point, he's got a good point though, because I haven't given some people chances, like artists that I end up liking, because of the person who tried to put me on.
Bro, this guy has put me on a lot. When I was trying to deny it, I was like,
that's what I mean. Like,
sucks.
You just like, bro, just stop with it already.
And then I replay when I'm by myself. I'm like, hey,
God damn it,
this
right
nigga Mark.
If you like me, you like, I ain't gonna play it around him for like 6 months though, bro. I'm gonna keep it.
I'm gonna wait.
I'm gonna wait for the next project and then be like, hey, this shit hard, man. He been tight this whole time.
Oh my God, that's funny, bro. Bro, we got to go through a list. That's a list too, because I remember trying to get you to listen to Drake very, very, very for a very long time. I was like, bro, we listened to Take Care together outside the Chili's parking lot. You remember that? Yeah. And I got the deluxe. It came with a YMCA
Rainbow Lake Beat?
Yeah, that one. I was like, bro, come on, bro. It's Drake, bro. It just dropped, and it was Over My Dead Body. I remember
that shit. That didn't have you hooked
right off the bat. I was like, it was like,
I'm feeling. You was fighting hard, wasn't you?
The shit hit me, bro.
Nigga face was turning red.
But I remember the bar too. That kind of he made a little bit of a face, and I was like, I got his ass.
Funny guy.
That's the one.
Is it? Don't make me break your Kevin Hart, boy.
That was the one.
Because everybody know,
bro. That was the one.
Man.
I'll never forget that. I was like, hell yeah. He a Drake fan now.
He a fan. Yes, sir.
Word. I love it. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, I'm down to listen to him. Like, I do my research. I'm down. I did like Rigor Mortis, though. Yeah. I don't know where that one's from, but I remember Theo used to play that a lot.
DJ Chunk, bro, put me on that.
Rigor Mortis.
In your white car.
Yes.
The
remix with Busta.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, damn, this shit kind of nice, bro. This is hard. But
and this is back in the day when Mark didn't even like West Coast music.
Oh my goodness! Don't even get me started on that.
How dare you?
Because like, bro, it was a lot for me to like listen to this GNX and be like, this is actually not bad.
I know.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is some West. This is some real West. Reincarnated.
But
I'm just saying. It's actually not bad. It's not bad.
If you like Good Kid though, that's West Coast.
Word.
You know what I mean? It's just
different. We talking like G Funk type.
We're talking old 90s. This was a very 90s ass kind of early thousands ass sound. Up and down the coast too. Like he went up and down the coast.
He was floating. And
to your point, Bay Area rap sometimes is a little bit difficult for me.
Brother,
I can't front. Some of the beats and it's a little bit too hyphy for me.
I know y'all like it's a thing to not rap on beat, but goddamn, dog.
Bro.
Please.
Bro.
Please. I mean, please.
Listen, you know how much hate I got when I posted what I posted?
Oh, I bet. This nigga, so on his IG story, he posted like clips of E40.
Oh God.
Just trashing his ass.
So you trying to be on Drake status in the Bay, huh? You just
bro.
can't go?
Honestly, yeah, bro.
You have to stop this.
Bro, they got like a handful of things, but the 90s was definitely not their decade.
I remember trying to play him Sprinkle Me by E40.
Sprinkle Me, baby.
This nigga said, hey, don't ever play this in my car ever again.
What?
It's one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life. One of the worst, by far, too. Like, it's way down there. It's one of the worst things that I've ever heard.
That's so crazy,
It
bro.
is terrible. So bad. I can't. The nigga.
Timer.
Oh, my God.
41.
Come on, dog.
Terrible. Absolutely.
You're wild.
Horrendous. Horrendous. No.
Wilding.
I can't, bro. It was really bad.
Bet you don't like Sugar Free neither, huh, nigga?
I've never heard a Sugar Free song.
Don't ever play Sugar Free for him, because if we play Sugar Free for him, he don't like Sugar Free.
Hey, but I respect his fucking beat on the table skills though. That shit was hard as hell. I was like, God damn, nigga. He was like, hey, hand me a pencil. All right, let me just. I was like, damn. I was like, okay, cool. That's cool, man. I respect that. But I've never heard his music. I don't want to.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I can't, bro. I can't. I don't want to listen to it.
Drew, let's rank him, huh? Let's get away from this West Coast hating.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Let's rank the albums.
It's not for me, bro. I respect y'all. Kind of.
Number one. And I've never really broke it down until now. So it's a matter of whether you like just banger after banger after
it's a day
banger.
It's a day, like,
or if you want top to bottom. And I think the mood I'm in right now, I go top to bottom, which puts Damn at top. Because Good Kid, Mad City kind of falls for me on the back end of the album.
Okay.
It doesn't. When he hits you over the head with like, Don't Kill My Vibe, Backseat Freestyle, Money Trees, Poetic Justice, Mad City, Swimming Pool, Sing About Me, like all just like, damn, we don't even have room for the last couple tracks. Like, I'm worn out, bro.
Goodness.
Whereas, damn, forget about it, dude. He like DNA, I love Ya.
Yeah, that's hard.
And the perfect, like, to be all chill and cool and to lead into Element, where he's just, which is to this day probably my favorite song that he performs, like live, is Element.
Ooh. Nice.
Oh, it's incredible. I have like 3 different performances on my phone of it. It's great.
That's dope.
And then to keep the crossover stuff going with Loyalty, Pride is one of my favorite song. I love that song. Just the first line of it, like, love's gonna get you killed, but pride's gonna be the death of you and you and me. I liked Humble. Still do. Lust. Great song. Let me put the head in. Then you follow that up with Love. Triple X is one of my favorite storytelling songs of his. Just that verse. I don't like when U2 comes in, but I like how he tells a story about old boy who like talks about his son getting murked and all that stuff. Fear. God, obviously. Yeah. Duckworth. Telling that whole story of his pops and Top Dog and all that. Like, that's wild. So for me, it's Damn, just edging out Good Kid, Mad City, 1A. Mr. Morale is number 2. Strong. Like, strong. It's the only thing that holds back Mr. Morale is the song We Cry Together. It's just because I've listened to it once and I'll never listen to it again.
Yeah.
It's one of the only songs that makes me uncomfortable to listen to.
It's a tough listen.
Like, yeah, and I've listened to like Eminem kill his wife on a song, like, and I can listen to that and I won't.
For many years.
Yeah, and I can't. I've never gone back to We Cry Together. Silent Hill is one of my favorite Kendricks songs.
Yeah, Silent Hill's fire, bro.
That's one of my favorites.
That shit is hard.
Crown is one of my favorite Kendrick songs. It's so simple, but I love it. Yeah, and then you go. I'd go Section 80, Pimp a Butterfly, GNX. Again, it does not. Here's the thing, it does nothing for me. Like, as far as like my thought of him.
Oh yeah,
GNX being what it is. I thought differently of Aubrey once the Certified Lover Boys and even though I liked it, the Certified Lover Boys and the For All the Dogs and the Her Loss and all that. Like, honestly, my favorite Aubrey album in the last 6 years is freaking Honestly Nevermind, which is like a concept album.
Same. That
no one likes other than you and me.
Yeah, I love that album.
It's incredible.
Still plays.
You two are the only people I've ever heard anything say.
We could go to the club tonight, put it on, and let it run, and the club 100%. Would go up on a Thursday,
bro.
Like, straight up, that album is genius to me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Way better than GNX. 1,000. I listened to that 1,000 times over GNX. That's crazy to say out loud, but again, with Aubrey, I looked at it as like, oh, this nigga's starting to fall off. with Kendrick, I'm just like, all right, that was cool, that was whatever, and let's get
that's
the
what I'm
tour,
saying.
and hopefully you drop one in the summer after the tour.
GNX is like your floor and like your bad album, like
That's not
that's
bad.
what I
I
mean.
think
When
you're
you
doing
look
great.
at the body
Yeah.
of work and how great it is, there's no shame in that being your worst body of work.
Your worst.
good.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm with you, bro.
Let's rank them, guys.
My favorite. Oh.
So every episode we are ranking top 5 about any topic. Hoodie Marco has the topic for this episode, and I'll let him introduce it, and now I'll talk to you guys.
All right, so this week's top 5 ranking that your boys are gonna go through. We are gonna go through our favorite top 5 fictional athlete. Now, I already told the boys the framework is it can't be a movie version of real people. So to remember the Titans, the Friday Night Lights.
Remember the Titans was tough for me, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Because honestly,
I want
like,
a
if we just
sunshine.
did it, if we kept it open, yeah, bro, you got to have some of those dudes in there. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't want to do that, so we just have fictional. These niggas do not exist. Okay, they only exist in the movie, television, or cartoon form, whichever ways you want to take it.
And this is how we're going to do it because it's easier to edit and put out.
Sure.
We're gonna go. Everyone's gonna read their 5.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna read mine.
Okay.
Give my thought, and you read your 5. You give your thought. You read your 5. You give your thought.
Okay.
We'll- we'll-
4, 4, 4, 3, 3,
Yep.
3. Let's
Okay.
get it.
That's the best way to edit, and I think it's the best way to release it. So
Bet.
let's get it, man.
Can
So
it
I hit you real quick, or do you want me to wait till we get in? Because I have a couple that were like receiving votes.
honorable mentions.
Honorable
Honorable
mentions.
mentions? You want to do honorable mentions?
I just have a couple.
I'll
just
let
have
you
a
guys just
handful.
give out your honorable mentions.
Okay.
What were they?
You got any?
Oh yeah, no, I have several.
Oh, I know.
Not
I
several.
skimmed mine down, man.
Yeah.
I could have gone all day. boy.
My honorable mentions. I got my boy Miles from Hardball, one of the coldest pitchers of all time. This nigga was throwing absolute fire on the mound, and all he needed was to hear one Biggie song.
What?
You've never seen
The
that.
Cucumbers.
The Cucumbers, bro. That nigga. this nigga was cold.
He can't get the beat, man. I just can't hear it in my head.
This is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Man.
Shout out to my boy Jesus Shuttlesworth. He's an honorable mention. I love that dude. I love that movie. I love Spike. I love Ray Allen forever for that, except for when he played for the Celtics. But everything else was cool. And then
Bucks
the last,
legend Ray Allen.
oh yes, and Seattle Supersonic.
That's a legend right there. I fucking love that guy.
Sir.
My last honorable mention is who I felt needs his own story and not his son's story, but Apollo Creed. This
Okay.
nigga was a heavyweight champion for years, and then what they don't highlight enough is that he was fighting Rocky on his last legs, bro. He was already at the end of his career, and then this white fucking one punch, barely can move, no movement at all, bitch ass nigga came through and fucked up his whole legacy. Then he had to train his ass because he was watching his ass get beat, and he was like, finally, bro, I could teach you how to actually box. And then he helped him become the boxer that he is.
And
that needs to be a story.
They never mention that Rocky ain't even win
Bet.
in the first movie.
Ain't-
The nigga didn't even win.
Everyone goes back to that movie thinking Rocky won that
He
fight.
didn't win.
Apollo did not get his just due.
Come on.
And then because they scammed his ass into fighting that Russian, I don't believe that he wanted to do that. I think they made him do that.
Nah, Drago.
That was messed up. And he
ain't
died.
no Drago. He ain't no Drago was that serious about it.
Exactly. And he didn't know he was on the juice. And nobody talks about that either. What the hell?
I
So
never
my
seen-
man died. He probably had fucking lead rocks in his gloves, and he killed him. And because he's not a bitch, he went out there and he said, "No, I'm not gonna throw in the towel. I'm gonna fight this dude because I'm really about that life."
It was supposed to be
Shout
an
out to Apollo.
exhibition, man.
Yeah, for real.
It's supposed to be an exhibition.
Shout out to Apollo
I ain't never
Creed.
seen someone get so famous for getting the ass beat so many times in movies. Rocky Balboa. Shout out. Yeah.
The ultimate underdog head ass.
I'll
my
let
God.
Drew read his honorable mentions, and then we'll get into our
honorable
list.
mention, one that just got added. Two that just got added. Well, no, that doesn't count because he's actually a real person. I was gonna say Drano from what you call it? What's the one where Samuel L. Jackson was the coach with the baldy?
Oh, Coach
Where
Carter.
he made my nigga do push-ups all day.
Yes. Cruz.
Cruz. Mr. Cruz. What is it that you fear the most? Why do you keep asking him that?
Worm.
Our fear is that we are
That's
inadequate.
what the word. Yeah, worm. Dad.
We are inadequate. That's our fear.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Also, I mean, Ivan Drago. Dude killed a nigga, man. That's a cold boxer right there. Columbus University track star Malik Williams from Higher Learning. That was Omar Epps' character.
Yes.
The entire or I'll save that for last. Billy Hoyle from White Men Can't Jump.
Ooh.
Woody Harrelson, not Jack Harlow. You young fucks. The number one wide receiver for Lance Harbor and for John Moxon from West Canaan Coyotes. Number 82, Tweeter.
Nice.
The number one high school guard in the nation, Big State University attendee, Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Mm-hmm.
And then my final two, the entire cast of the movie The Program, the Eastern State University Wolves. Best football movie ever. I love that. I love that damn movie. The Program, nice. Great movie. Omar Epps again plays a great athlete, man. Mm-hmm. And last honorable mention, Air Bud.
Shout out to the dogs.
Knew I was gonna get him in there.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Top 5 fictional athletes. I'll let the man kick it off with his number 5, and then we'll go through our number 5s.
All right, starting at number 5. All right, this girl. First off, this girl is the definition of putting the team on her back. Listen, she was the leader of the cheer team of the East Compton Clovers. First time ever going to regionals under her leadership. She was the first school from the inner city to ever go to nationals, dog. They've never, ever even been there, bro. From East Compton. Do you know how hard that is? And for years, they never even sniffed it. And they go for the first time while she's the captain, dog. She ripped up, look, and then the Caucasian young lady tried to pay for them to go to nationals because they didn't have no money because they were broke. She ripped up the check right in front of her, said, I don't need your money. Man. I don't even need your money. And then she sent them to nationals by talking to the fake Oprah in the movie, got the money to go, said, fuck them hoes, we're going to do it ourselves, and then won, bro. That's the real story of Bring It On. Shout out to my girl, Isis, played by Gabrielle Union. They won nationals out of 50 high schools, bro. Best in the nation, dog. Best in the nation, dog. And she beat the 5-time defending champs and the bitch ass. The story is about the bitch ass niggas from San Diego when they were cheating and stealing their moves the entire time. For
Nobody
years.
in history has ever described Bring It On with the term bitch ass nigga.
Because they stole, bro. They would go up to, they driving to fucking Compton from San Diego, took all of their
That's
moves.
insanity right there. That's a huge plot hole. Driving from San Diego to Compton to steal some moves.
For cheer?
I mean,
that's a hell of a gas
crazy.
tank.
I mean, you got served. They were, selling dope
To dance.
Look, man, look.
To pop lock and shit.
You just mad because tonight you suckers got served.
All right, bro.
So shout out to Isis. That's my number 5.
All right, bro. Thank you so much for.
I wish ISIS terrorists were here right now to take me out of my misery.
Thank you for that summary of the movie. Goodness gracious.
He said the whole movie.
It's a part of the story, dog.
Brother, we're giving the name and the explanation, all right?
All right.
God damn.
That's what I did.
That was a hell of a lead-in.
Goodness gracious.
Boy.
Yes.
Drew,
It's hard to talk.
you got number 5.
Oh, man. That's hard to follow. Shit.
Nice.
My number 5 is a 5'10" wide receiver out of Arizona State who in a contract year of 1995 caught 110 balls for 1,550 yards for the Phoenix Cardinals. It's Rod Tidwell, the wide receiver from the movie Jerry Maguire, Cuba Gooding Jr. Show me the money.
Nice.
Rod Tidwell, Cuba Gooding Jr., whose career has never been the same since.
Beautiful.
Number 5.
Yeah, Snow Dogs. Nice.
Number 5. My number 5, we got Peter LaFleur.
Yes, sir.
From the movie Dodgeball.
Yes, sir.
Listen, when you really dig into the details of his performance of this whole tournament, it was okay. He got out first a few times. He had to get on the Pirates' back and be held to the championship. But in the finals, the championship, this man went against one of the coldest dodgeball players, White Goodman, and he beat this man blindfolded. What the fuck?
With patches of hula hands.
What the
blindfold on, bro?
He pulled on a little matrix move and countered him with a nice throw.
Felt the sweat.
What are we doing? Peter LaFleur, number 5.
Hey, and dude did the best move of the whole tournament. Took all that bread that he got from White and bet it on his own team.
Yes, bro. And the gambling is a sport. He won in 2 sports that night.
2-time All-American.
Peter LaFleur.
For real.
LaFleur.
I'm with you, dog. I'm with you, dog.
Hell yeah. Number 4.
Number 4, my guy, Shane Falco, quarterback for the Washington Sentinels. My man was 34 years old, hadn't played quarterback in 12 years. They called his ass up for 4 games in the league. Big time, bro. He was at Ohio State, and he lost in the Sugar Bowl by 45 points, and they didn't want to touch him. They were like, this nigga's ass. He got cold feet. He was throwing the ball all over the place. It is what it is, on some Brett Favre shit. It's cool. But my guy, Coach Jimmy McGinty, he believed in him still. He brought him back. He was fucking scraping shit off of boats and all kinds of shit. And they said,
it was his house.
It was his house.
He was living in a houseboat.
In a houseboat in the bay. I don't know where the fuck. But he was like, bro, I believe in you. He lost the first game. It is what it is. He threw a couple picks. But after that, I didn't get to go through the stats, but he ended up ending up with a 3-1 record after not playing quarterback for 12 years. Insane. Coming off of literally a boat to go and play professional football. Crazy. Shout out to my man, Shane Falco. Nice.
Drew, number 4.
Number 4, quarterback out of Ohio State, led the Washington Sentinels to the playoffs in the lockout season as a replacement quarterback. He turned a deaf nigga into an all-pro at tight end.
That's crazy.
Got him some ass, too.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's Shane Falco from the replacement.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Number 4 for you, sir.
Number 4, we have Julie the Cat Gaffney.
Let's go.
From the Mighty Ducks.
Let's go.
The goalie. Listen, she subbed out big-ass Goldberg. Man couldn't handle it.
Goldberg was trash bags.
Doing absolutely terrible in the icing game.
He's so bad.
She comes in this game cold, and it comes down to a shootout. Block that shit. Give me that goated. Put the USA on her bag, baby.
That's facts.
Shout out to Cat.
Yep.
Big facts. Goldberg never should have been starting over.
Absolutely not. What the fuck are we doing?
Trash bags.
Nah,
Goodness gracious.
Her name was the Cat, bro.
Come on now.
Cat like reflex.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. It's a call.
Number 3.
Go ahead.
No, you can-
Oh, it's my turn? Okay.
you.
All right, number 3, from the same franchise, my man, fucking Adam Banks, bro.
I thought he was going Charlie
goodness.
Conway.
No, hell no. Charlie was ass.
He went Adam Banks.
Charlie was super ass. I understand, like, he was, like, the emotional leader.
My guy went to varsity while these niggas playing JV.
Thank you, bro. And Charlie, bro, like,
Wow.
I was so happy he gave up his jerseys for another nigga to play. Nigga, you was ass, bro. Stay off the ice. My man Adam Banks, somebody went ahead and did. They looked at every single movie from the Mighty Ducks franchise, and they said out of all the goals, Adam Banks has the most goals scored in the whole franchise, bro. He's got 8 goals in 3 movies, and 2 of them came in the championship game against Iceland.
Wow.
He put the country on his back. He was the only one out of the whole series to make varsity the first time going out. Just shows you he's on another level, bro. I bet you, if they follow the shit, he's the only one that can actually make the league. He's the only one.
Mark might be the only person who has a Banks jersey, and everyone else is buying Conway jerseys out here.
Bro, I love Banks.
I saw when he said same franchise. I thought for sure. I thought he was going Charlie Conway triple D.
Nah, hell nah.
Number 3 from Drew.
Number 3 might be a little old for you guys. This man is a Hall of Fame league bowler.
Oh no.
He is the greatest shoe salesman in Chicago history. He once scored 4 touchdowns in a single game at Polk High, where the scoreboard is named after him.
Okay.
My number 3 is fullback Al Bundy.
Oh, shit.
High school football star Al Bundy.
Bro,
my guy.
That was not at all what I thought that was going to be.
4
You
touchdowns
threw
in
me
one game, baby. Al Bundy, he had a dream was that he played for the Bears and scored the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl. And you know how he got there? Because he sold his soul to the devil. That's what the game meant to him. To win a ring, he sold his soul to the devil. And you know what happened after he scored that touchdown and won the Super Bowl?
What happened?
He woke up and he was in hell with his family.
Damn.
Straight up. That
shout
man
out to Al
loves
Bundy,
the game. Al Bundy, baby. Let's go.
Dang. Go ahead, Aries.
Number 3s?
Number 3.
Number 3, bro.
Number 3. Very controversial here. I got Air Bud.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, wow. There he is.
I'll let you guys
There
shit on
he
Air
is.
Bud before we even got into these lists. Listen,
Okay.
this not even
Kid.
the fucking dog
Thank you.
is whooping kids' asses in various sports.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know that saying, I got that dog in me? It came from this dog. Air Bud at number 3. Let's fucking go, baby.
Yes, bro.
Oh, man.
Bro, that's hard, bro. That's hard, bro.
I got that dog in me.
Literally. Oh, my goodness. All right, time for number 2s?
Yes, sir.
Right? All right, number 2. I got my boy. Okay, listen. First off, he was supposed to be a first-round pick, but his college fucked him up, University of Houston. All right, he ends up dropping down to the 6th round. He bounces from team to team to team for about 5-6 years. He ends up being 27 years old. He's a third-string quarterback. Nowhere near trying to see the field and all this kind of stuff. He's just a nigga on the team, all right? Two quarterbacks go out within like 4 plays, and my boy Willie Beeman goes in, throws up in the huddle every game, but it's his good luck charm, and this nigga leads them to the motherfucking playoffs. And you know what I didn't realize about Willie Beeman? This shit is 3 games. 3 games. And he goes out there balling as a fucking third-string quarterback. Bro, I'm sorry. I misspoke because it was actually 5 games. But still, it don't even matter, though. Because, like, look, bro, he went, in only one half of football, he went 9 for 14 for 176 yards. And he lost the game, but it's all good. The second game, he had 3 touchdowns, 2 TDs passing, and 1 rushing touchdown. And that 1 rushing touchdown was a 60-yard run, bro. This is third string. My guy is, like, balling out of control. Then the third game, he had another 3-touchdown game. The fourth game, he was ass. It was the rainy game.
That was the monsoon game.
That one was terrible.
Where his helmet got knocked off when he got sacked.
Bro,
Yep. That famous scene. Yep.
Oh my goodness! But the last game, they fuck him up because, like, yo, his boy, the Dennis Quaid, I forgot his name.
Cap Rooney.
Thank you. Cap Rooney comes back, so they're like, okay, we got to start him. He starts for most of the game. He gets fucked up. He tries to do that helicopter bullshit that
John Elway
shit.
move. Yep.
He does that, but he's 45 years old. He breaks his neck or some shit. He's out the game. All right, Willie, take us to the fucking promised land. He does throw a pick immediately, but that's okay because with 55 seconds left on the game, he leads an 80-yard drive and instead of going with the play, he audibles at the fucking.
He never followed the plays. By the way,
never followed the play. This is all him.
He
calling all the plays.
always just called his own shit because he didn't know the playbook.
It's not his fault. It's because he had Harvey Dent as the fucking
Aaron
offensive coordinator.
Yeah, man.
That's his fault. He was calling some bullshit, and he said, "I'm gonna do it myself." He took the ball in on some Michael Vick shit and scored the winning touchdown, led them to the playoffs, where they lost by 30 points. But that's not.
And then he left with his coach.
And then he left with his coach, and he got a deal off of 5 games. He got a deal, multi-million-dollar contract. Willie Beeman is fire. Plus, he was a cover of ESPN magazine, Sports Illustrated, and he had a #1 single during that 5-game stretch.
Willie Beeman.
Thank you. The nigga
That's a
is
fire
cold.
song. That used to be on my iPod.
Cold. Shout out to Willie
Fire
Beeman.
song.
My nigga is so cold. Next.
I didn't know this turned into Mark's movie reviews, man. You're getting the whole damn movie behind it.
I did my research.
Look.
I rented the movies and everything. And I was like,
Man.
here we go. Okay, that's about 55 yards right there. All right, let's go. Let's get it.
He is on spotter over here. My number 2 is also from a movie. He's just a big, hairy American winning machine. He's got 63 career NASCAR wins, which would be 9th all time. He's Dennett Racing superstar.
Hell yeah.
He slingshots with Cal Naughton Jr.
Hell yeah.
If you ain't first, you last, goddammit. It's Ricky Bobby.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Nice.
Now you got to do the dance.
Respect.
Hell yeah.
Number 2.
Number 2, I got Bobby Boucher
Oh, my goodness.
The Water Boy.
from The Water Boy. What a menace. He was the team. This man,
For real, though.
You don't-
Honestly.
he was not even the first half of the whatever bowl they were playing.
Urban
in.
Bowl.
Urban Bowl.
And he came back and put the team on his back. You don't see a linebacker carrying a team like this. Usually it's a quarterback, running back, receiver, a linebacker. What the fuck?
Not even an edge rusher.
And
he was
a
a linebacker.
linebacker.
Yes.
Serving water.
Wearing number 9.
Somehow made the team. No tryouts.
No.
Made the team. Off one tackle. One tackle, he made the team. Insane. Bobby Boucher.
Probably has severe mental problems. 'Cause he was
Absolutely.
picturing people's faces and stuff. And,
100%.
scared of his mama, but
Yeah.
boy, he turned that into a hell of a career.
I'm pretty sure that's schizophrenia. What
It's
he's suffering
it's
from.
something you
He
need to
had
be medicated
something.
for
Yeah.
sure. But like after your NFL career,
He's hurting people.
because I know he got paid, even though he was probably like 20, 30 years old, something like that. But still,
Take the money,
What,
dummy.
no,
And he bagged Vicky Valancourt. I mean,
hey,
Oh,
come
my
on.
God.
that's the real. That's why he should be
Yeah,
number
man.
2, is because
Yes.
he bagged Vicky Valancourt.
Oh, my
that's
goodness.
the one.
Yeah.
all right,
shout out
guys.
to him.
Our number ones.
Number ones, baby.
Let's go, Mark.
All right, the greatest athlete in all of fictional sports of all time. He was one of the best high school players in all of New York City until his best friend died because they were on top of a roof.
Why are you laughing?
And
After you said his best friend died, bro. Come on, man.
his best friend died trying to dunk the ball on a roof on a hoop, and he was never the same after that. And for years, he never even picked up a basketball. For 15 years, mind you, all right? He was so cold that after 15 years and only playing shadow basketball around the city, he got picked up in a tournament basketball game at the Rucker, and he immediately dropped 39 points in corduroy pants, a thermal shirt, and then a bullshit jersey.
He threw it over the top, too. I know where you're going.
My number one is Thomas Shepard.
Hell of a pick.
Thank
Oh,
you,
my
bro.
gosh.
From above the rim.
Oh, man.
My dog.
Leon.
Bro.
Slapping just at the park by himself, slapping the backboard.
Yep.
No ball.
Bro,
An
the
insane
coldest
person.
It's
Like, truly deranged.
This dude is cold. Shout out to Leon. my man Shep.
Gosh,
my
that's
gosh.
insane. What a pick.
That's number one.
Shadow,
Hell yeah.
shadow basketball.
Willie got a contract, and this nigga playing with no ball. This is number one.
He dropped 39 on your head top, Wood Harris.
And
Get out of here.
Because of that movie, they stopped making basketball hoops on the roof of the buildings.
Oh, my
They just
gosh, man.
we got.
I don't know why you would dunk in the first place, but
Right.
anyways. Drew, number one.
Oh, man. This man, we're going to go backwards here in his career, right? This man represented the United States in table tennis 1969 to 1972.
Oh my goodness.
He's an excellent fisherman as well as a swimmer, as he showcased. Easy. Aries already knows.
Yeah. I know.
Over the course of 3 years, he decided to run from coast to coast across this beautiful country of ours.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my gosh.
And doing the math, I read a couple articles on this. It's suspected that from 1958 or 1957, 58 to 1962, 63, he wore the number 44 for the famous Bear Bryant at the University of Alabama, where he was a kick returner, an All-American kick returner. While he was there, they amassed a 38-4-1 record, including 3-0-1 in bowl games with a national title in 1961.
Wow.
The greatest athlete of all time. Stupid is, stupid does. Mama said, life is like a box of chocolates.
Hey.
You never know what you're going to get.
Nice.
Jenny. Forrest Gump, baby. Run, Forrest, run.
This
That's
kid,
a cold
did.
athlete.
this kid broke out of his leg braces.
Oh,
Nigga.
yeah. I forgot about that. shit.
Because he was going to get
Yeah.
his ass beat. If he
Yep.
could fight too,
Oh
he'd
my
be the
God.
greatest athlete, real or fake, of all time. Forget about Air Bud,
that's
man.
all
He's on
facts,
both
bro.
of our lists. Look. Here's side on Forrest Gump. One thing I learned, right? The crazy part is, so Forrest Gump was adapted to a movie from a book.
Mhm.
In the book, Forrest Gump is 6'4", 240.
What?
That's how the writer wrote him. Is being 6'4", 240, and had him playing wideout at Alabama.
Wow. Damn.
And I believe, if I remember, I eventually going to the league. That's where that went instead of doing what he did.
Wow.
But he was like a huge dude
Damn.
at Alabama as opposed to Tom Hanks,
Wow.
who they had to put signs in the goddamn stands to tell him to stop running because this dumb motherfucker ran out the damn stadium. Forrest Gump, baby, number
my
one.
Gosh. That's crazy. Let's hear.
Oh, let's go.
And made a song with Frank Ocean made a song about it. You know.
Forrest Gump.
A great song too. I love
Facts.
that song. Yeah.
All right, number one.
What you got, bro?
I got Happy Gilmore.
Okay.
This guy sucked so bad at one sport, but he loved it so much. A very dedicated hockey player.
Yeah.
Sucked so bad. He went to golf, became successful, and still had that hockey form on a damn golf club. You tried playing basketball with the football. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, had the special putter and
Just
everything.
fucking ridiculous. And he made the final shot with a hockey stick.
Yeah, with the hockey stick.
What the fuck
putter.
are we doing here?
Oh man.
Then this guy got hit by a car.
That's true.
Duh,
That's
hey,
true. That's
for
true.
And had to make the crazy shot on the last shot too, like binging it off everything.
And I know he had mental problems of he had to go to his happy place to be a good player, but it is what it is, you know.
Sure,
It's
just for
real.
him
It's
to
real
play.
life shit right there. His girl left him. Some Asian lady popped up in his bed. I don't know, man.
You know what breakfast?
This man was trying to keep his grandma from
Oh my god.
Family man.
Yeah.
So-
yeah,
Provider.
For real.
He was playing hockey, but really great. He dethroned Shooter McGavin with a crazy shot. Happy Gilmore is my number one.
Nice. Very nice. Respectable list, gentlemen.
Guys, great list.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I love it.
I got the next topic for the top 5 next episode, and it's gonna be a great one. Any last words from you guys?
Yes, I just want to remind everyone to love everybody. ELE.
ELE.
Coffee Black almost made my list. Almost.
Hey man, look, I almost went Jackie Moon. I almost
Very
went Jackie
nice.
Moon instead of Ricky Bobby because he was also the owner of the team and
That's
the
true.
GM and the coach.
And the coach.
He was a one-stop shop for all your management needs on the Flint Tropics. I also almost went Shooter McGavin,
Me too.
and I was gonna go the Jamaican bobsled team, but they're real.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted to sing the song, honestly.
Nice. Oh man.
And because Big K made me think of it.
Thank you guys for the support. The audio version will be on Spotify. The video will be on YouTube. If you guys are watching on YouTube, hope you hit that subscribe button.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Peace out.
Peace.